Welcome everybody. We are here for Mizzou Valorant C-Val here. They're in the top 8 right now. I'm K9 here with my co-caster Egg Sample. Normally behind the desk back in production, but up here for the day. A little bit of a miscommunication with some people, but we're going to get started real soon here on map number 1 of Haven. How you doing?
I feel better, but I'm excited to see some high-quality Valorant. You know, these are two top teams. The Collegiate Valorant Hub rankings actually just came out a little bit earlier today. Mizzou ranked 20, I believe, and Indiana is actually ranked 19, or they might be 21. I know that they were 2 apart from each other, so pretty exciting here to see 2 very talented Valorant rosters going up against each other here. Yeah,
2 very talented Valorant rosters, and this is top 8 of the winners bracket, so both teams, if they lose, they still have losers bracket to come back. But I mean, Mizzou doing very well this season. I don't think they've dropped a map so far in any of the divisions they've played, NACE, NACC, or CLO. But these are 2 very good teams. So I'm expecting, hopefully, we'll see if we get a 3-game series. Obviously, we want Mizzou to just do a quick 2-0 like last
quick
game.
2-0, 2 13-0s.
Yeah, two quick 13-0s here would be very nice to make things real easy for us over here at production. But we're starting things off as we see. Indiana's throwing some util down. Zella, though, through the smoke, walking up. Jump peek, though, gets spotted out. Has the dash, and is going to go ahead and get on out of that position. Back to his friend Froggy over by A.
Yeah, we're seeing a very stagnant push here from Indiana. Really just all sitting towards that entrance to the A site. Not a ton of movement.
The flash, but a nice pick there by Zella, and there goes the C's as well. They're going to try and 4-man this, but the dash out, there goes Piggy falling. Froggy able to get the trade, though, so it's a 3 versus 4. A lot of fighting over there towards A line, and goes in favor of the Mizzou side so far.
Yeah, very solid shot there, but 4-3 favored, makes that defense a little easier.
This lurk through B, Zella's not watching. A nice smoke there, takes down the turret, so that they're able to wrap through. Froggy, though, might find a timing. Not yet. So he just dodges to safety. But a nice eye there. Finds 2. There's the 1. Opted able to find nobody. But W Panda able to find the trade down to just a little bit of HP. But the flank there.
The one-on-one.
Smooth able to find Froggy. And now it's just down to W Panda here.
We'll see. Just 20 HP in a dream here.
20 HP. Knows that Spike is going to get planted over here onto A site. Does have a Sheriff, though. So 1 shot is within range. He's just waiting to see if Sova makes an aggressive play. But now Sova's got into a very nice post-plant position, and Bomb is in a very difficult spot. But he does have Paranoia, does have a smoke as well. Just has to clear all of these angles, drops the smoke, and unfortunately gets him through the smoke, catches him just in time before he's able to jump on Bomb, and they're able to pick up their first round, so Mizzou loses the pistol.
Yeah, it looked pretty solid for Mizzou there, at least for a bit, but it's just the pistol round. You know, actually get to spend some of that money this round, pick up some of the guns they're looking for, and not the biggest deal to lose the pistol round. See if they can swing the momentum, tie us back up here.
Yeah, we do see Ponder, Froggy, has changed his name. Probably going to change it back real soon, but you got the 30-day time period after you change your name, and you think he's just messing around with Piggy, who, that is his name. We're going to see a little bit of another default here as the smoke to cross, just to scare them as W Panda
with the shorty.
With the shorty in the smoke, taken down a little bit from just some sprays through the smoke. But got a little bit of information. Knows there's at least 1, possibly 2 people down towards C, and the jet did show over towards that A side. Panda, though, nice play by the team, breaking that drone so it doesn't spot him out on this close angle with the shorty. Could be good for 1, but here comes this play as the blinds come through. There's the dash.
Oh, he's in a good position
Such a good spot. They don't know. He gets 1, not able to find anything else too far away. Simba finds a lot as now it's all down to Zella. The trades come through. Only able to find the 1 with the shorty close quarters. And now Zella, Ghost in hand. Not a lot you can do in a 1 versus 4. Maybe find a pick from someone trying to leave.
Yeah, just hoping to get what he can here.
Yeah, really hoping. Maybe find 1 or 2 as the bomb ticks down here. Just do a little bit of damage for yourselves and get a little bit of money in your pocket. But he's just waiting, seeing if anyone's going to run out of that garage area. And yeah, he's playing very well so far.
Yeah, for sure. 2 very strong rounds. To be fair, we did start with a pistol round, but having 4 members of your team left alive at the end of any round doesn't feel great if you're Mizzou.
Yeah, but Mizzou did opt for a save, not really forcing anything. There was a share of a couple of ghosts and a shorty that got the 1 kill that round. But they're able to full buy up this round. We see half armor, but rifles in the hands of everyone. And Indiana, they do have 2 rifles that they forced up from the previous round, and everyone else is rocking Spectre. So Mizzou hoping to strike back this round, taking them up to 2. But Indiana are poised to save this round and go for the bonus.
See what their strategy on attack here is. They've been pretty patient with their attacks so far. Not immediately pushing. This does seem to be aggressive.
Out. There's the TP up top. Blinded and taken down very quickly as this quick B execute is able to take so much space and is able to find that first blood there onto Piggy as Bismuth is able to find Poggy. Opted able to find Conch as well, and now this round is all but looking in Mizzou's favor. The flashes come through. There's going to be the first frag there for W Panda onto Opted, and Zella finds Simba, so they get their respective kills, trying to find the spray through the wall. He's so low. He's so low. There's going to be the dash out. 5 bullets in hand. Doesn't matter. He's able to find those. Gets the rifle upgrade. Not able to find the last one as Anders picks up the last 2, 3 for Indiana.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. They did have some momentum there and started to bring it back, but not able to take down 4 members before they too could be taken down. So unfortunate there for Mizzou. We're in a little bit of a hole now. Not as far of a gap as we've seen between some teams who Mizzou has started 3-0 against this season, but still very competitive between these 2 teams. These are 2 of the top Valorant programs in the country, but Mizzou on Haven, historically not their map pick, not something they prioritize. So
I do believe this is not Mizzou's map pick. Didn't actually see pick bans, but I don't believe Mizzou opted for this, as they are able to grab Zella that Bladestorm. So big ability online. They do have essentially a free rifle in the hands of a very talented player, Zella. Definitely a strong player to watch out for. Piggy breaks that turret. They do have Sheriffs. They could go crazy with some Sheriffs as Druff is taken very low by some nice shots there, and Zella's going to go ahead and push through with this Bladestorm. Good flash out. There's going to be the dash. Finds 1, looking for more. Finds 2 before he gets taken out, but Piggy finds the trade onto Anders. That's a way you play around your duelist, making space. As this the concussion. Not going to be able to find the kill, though. But they know where he is. Panda's able to find that, and this thrifty round is looking for Mizzou as they've got bomb, they've got the rifle upgrades, and it's all down to Opted on this element. It does have that TP, is able to grab the bomb, so it's gonna get plant here, and they know where he is. There's gonna be the paranoia. There's gonna be a TP, a nice height there, gets destroyed.
Yeah, looks like he might abandon his plan to plant. Not moving on to the C site. May just try to find a way to get a couple kills. He is planting here, actually. Yeah,
there's going to be the plant. There's going to be the paranoia. Mizzou are just going to go ahead and send it through. They have the dog, so they know exactly where he is. Conch plays that very well, just shoots him through the smoke. You don't need to see him. That followed that dog very well, and Mizzou are on the board. A nice thrifty round here for them.
Yeah, well played by Mizzou, Zella in particular, getting those kills with the Jet ultimate, putting Mizzou on the board, and hopefully giving us some, taking away some of that momentum from Indiana and swinging it Mizzou's favor.
Yeah, really well played by Zella, playing around with Piggy as well, following that flash with the dash. Finds 2 frags for himself and is able to really get that tempo in that round for Mizzou.
Yeah, definitely something you want to build on when you have such, Mizzou's roster is built of these hype players who can really combo off of any sort of momentum. Obviously, Ponder and Conch, the 2 are most favored to pull off those hype plays, but Conch is ready here.
Yeah, but I mean, I will say every one of these Mizzou players is very good, very talented.
Oh, yes.
And has definitely a lot to work with, as Simba's able to find Conch, but Panda's back here, able to find 1 before getting taken out. Hunter's Fury comes through as well. The explosive C-site hit by Indiana really makes a lot of space. Piggy trying to find something through this back wall as a nice aftershock forces him out, gets the trade, but it's a 3 versus 2 here. Make that a 2 versus 2. As there goes Ponder, finds the 2. Make that a 3 KM for himself. And has this Nightfall. Is going to go ahead and burn it. Knows exactly where that last member is. And Zella makes sure to pick it up for Mizzou. They're able to pick up their second round. And started off good for Indiana as they were able to find the first 2 frags. But some good plays there by Ponder is able to bring it right on back for Mizzou.
Yeah, you know, it was just clean shooting. Didn't activate that ultimate until very last kill, and Zella ended up picking it up. But clean shooting from Ponder clears out that C site, and Mizzou coming back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think the ultimate there is just to secure that round, find exactly where he is, put him at half HP, make sure he can't hear anything. And you got the dog as well to follow up just to make sure that he is really screwed from all angles. And Zella has the operator online. He had it last round, but didn't quite get to use it as everyone was already dead by the time he got there. So they still have this to work with as a lot of utility is being burned over towards this A site. Zella Shorty in the smoke. I really like the Jet Shorty op combo because if someone, you know, gets close, you can Shorty them, pop the 2-tap, and then dash on out of there, and then you have that operator for long range.
Yeah, very powerful, especially with such a talented player as Zella. Saw him with the Shorty a little bit earlier. Actually, I think that was W Panda with the Shorty, but 2 very talented players. Mizzou trying their best here to defend this 8-side push.
Yeah, but here comes this explosive entry after Rolling Thunder going to be used. And Froggy is going to be here, but we got a 5 versus 5 retake. Explosive time is all ever. Everyone is just waiting for this, seeing if there's going to be a lurk coming through mid, but nothing.
Nobody wants to make the first move.
Nobody wants to make the first move, but there's going to be the haunt, there's going to be the paranoia, and everyone's getting ready to explode. Piggy has the flashes as well, and they're going to get ready to explode. I'm absolutely sure of it. Time ticking. Panda got the nice TP up top in order to wait. There's going to be the first frag. Conche is able to find one. There's going to be Piggy and nobody able to find more. They're able to find the trade. Zella with that Shorty that I was talking about, able to find one. Spike is ticking though. They have the stall, but the smoke to cover. Duff is trying to stall as long as he can, but he can't stall long enough. The spike defuse comes through. W Panda to trust his teammates, trust Zella, they're able to hold that down, and Mizzou is able to win this 5v5 retake with 3 seconds left, ticking on that spike.
Yeah, pretty chaotic fight there. We saw that great usage of the Shorty there to pick up a couple kills. 3 seconds left on the spike, not even close.
Yeah, not even close. 3 seconds left. They had the second Molly, the swarm grenade from Druff as well, but good job on W Panda to be able to break that before it can go off so that they can't pop it. And now we see both teams have the lockdown online as well as Mizzou's Rolling Thunder available. And we get to see, we heard a lot of noise there from mid, knowing that they're going to be putting some pressure over towards this A site. So the TP was used along with that cloud burst, and I think Mizzou's game plan here is just to go ahead and concede this zone, give up A once again, and go for another 5v5. But yeah, with both teams having the lockdown, and they're going to be used at the exact same time.
Those are pretty synchronized. I think we're looking at, yeah, it's less than half a second difference between the two.
Yeah.
Just nobody gets to use anything.
Yeah, everyone is running off the site. No one is there.
It's a big advantage to the spike that's already planted, though.
Yeah, each team gets one player detained, but unfortunately Piggy gets detained, which means that's going to be no Rolling Thunder to be used immediately. Indiana's just playing all off of the site. The drop down, there's going to be a nice recon dart there, but it doesn't spot anybody as Conch finds it too. Spike is still ticking away. They've got to be able to try and stick this because they don't have enough time. There's the L on that operator. They're able to find it. They know where the last one is. Spike is ticking away, but he gets the kill. Not enough time. He's going to be able to find this frag. He's able to find it. He pulls out the Shorty, but it's not enough range as he doesn't have ammo as he runs into them. No Shorty ammo. The clutch there for Bismuth on the Sova. It was so close, back and forth.
Yeah.
Everybody was off-site for both teams with both the lockdowns used. And it was so close. A nice spray through the smoke as Bismuth is able to find the last frags. Man, this guy is going crazy on the Sova. 11 frags so far in the first 7 rounds.
Yeah, that's 2 very chaotic A-side pushes in a row for Indiana. And it's made for 2 really entertaining rounds. Obviously, we'd like if Mizzou was able to take both. But 2 very evenly matched teams going head-to-head here.
Absolutely. They're definitely going back and forth here, butting heads, trying to, you know, just show their prowess in these 5v5 retakes, which are some of the most hectic parts of Valorant, as you guys can see, with all of the different utility ultimates going around, all the different spots that people have to clear, and they're playing it so well. Both teams are playing it so well. It's really, really great to see really good gameplay from these teams.
Yeah, you know, when everybody just says, okay, we're pushing A site, let's go, it kind of gets rid of a lot of the strategic aspects, and it's really just who comes down to who has better mechanics.
Yeah,
you know,
it really
who can hit those clutch shots and secure the win for their team.
It really comes down to individual prowess, who can hit the shot first and who can get the big pop-off moments. And, you know, one time it goes the way of Mizzou, the other time it goes the way of Indiana. But, you know, very close. Like one round, the first round Mizzou won. 2 members were left alive. One was very close. And the other round, everyone died because Spike exploded.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just 2 really back and forth rounds, but Mizzou still has plenty of money to buy up this round, and they're going to go for a C push down to Zilla, already popping that dash as they walk down. They've got to clear the left side as Anders is able to find 2 before it gets trading out. Panda.
Wow.
Is able to find 2 though to knock things back, but doesn't matter. Concha is able to find 1 before Druff takes them down, and unfortunate timing with the knife. Smith is able to find that. Thinks that they're going to go A, especially after Killjoy shows. A little bit of an interesting play there by Indiana. They had the solo Killjoy on A's. 4 members were over towards C.
Yeah, mixing it up after 2 very fast A pushes in previous rounds. But that's the good thing about Haven. You know, have lots of options on how you want to approach these sites. So mixing up there, Mizzou definitely not anticipating.
And lots of sites too. It is one of the 2 maps with 3 bomb sites. So you can go to A, B, or C, depending on how you're feeling. Where most sites or maps only have 2. And CS:GO is exclusively relegated to 2.
Yeah.
The first time we saw a second map.
That's why nobody plays CS:GO.
Yeah, CS:GO is it's getting a little bit boring, but this isn't, as nobody's able to find the first frag before getting traded out by Simba. Gosh, good for 1, but C site gets taken here as Spike should get planted here in just a second. Hunter's Fury online here for the Silver. There goes the C's. And they're just going to go before Spike can get planted too much, but a nice re-paranoia there is able to find 2. Simba finds those, and Bismuth is able to find the last one. Zella all alone with just the operator is going to have to run for the hills. It's going to save this gun.
His retakes have been brutal. You know, Mizzou has struggled once the spike is down. They've struggled to retake these points. You know, that's the unique thing about defense is you really, once the spike is planted, it spins, and they're on defense. They're trying to protect the defuse. So
and
very strong defensive play.
I would say really good shots there by Simba on the Jet, able to find those early frags to stop the retake from even happening, and good setup there with the paranoia from the Omen. As Zella able to find the trade, trying to jump around, dash around, make sure he keeps that operator alive, and do. So online still for Zella, has Bladestorm as well. So
able to take a gun there at the end too.
Take a gun, you know, consolation prize if anything, hurts the economy just a little bit. Smith able to buy up, but gets pretty low on money. It's down to 800 credits, but the rest of the team can buy. They have plenty of money to buy. It'll take at least 2 rounds for Mizzou to break the economy of Indiana, but I mean, Mizzou is forced onto a save here, so unless they can pull another thrifty round away, then we'll most likely see Indiana having a decent amount of time and money to work with.
See what he's able to do with the operator.
Just that drone, but here comes this dart.
Push through garage.
But this play here, Zella's trying to find something. He's not able to find anything. Dashes out. Anders is able to find those 2 before anything is able to happen. And Spike's going to get planted now. Looks like Zella's going to be forced to save that operator once again, as W Panda and Froggy are going to look for something. Here. Zella maybe going for something. Maybe going for a pick. Oh, the timing is so close. They were looking right at each other. W Panda is able to find 1 before getting taken down, so they find something. As now Froggy, all by his lonesome, gonna try and find something as he jumps out. And Sheriff shot not landing this time, and now Zella once again hiding in a corner with an operator. I mean, they keep the gun alive, which is good. It's a very expensive gun, very powerful gun, especially in the hands of a good Jet player like Zella. But now Indiana poised to take 7, which means that Mizzou's best bet is to take 5. Zelly's got to be careful as Opted here with the shorty finds it. So they find something. They're able to take out another gun here as Opted is running into the hands and waiting arms of a shorty. But that was a safe round for Mizzou. They are able to buy up this round again. And they have got a bunch of ultis online. They've got Bladestorm still, which has been sitting on for a while, but it has an operator, so it doesn't really need to pop it just yet. They've got W Pandas from the shadows as well. And they've got the Lockdown, which is a very powerful ultimate. But I will say Indiana has the Hunter's Fury to make sure that the Lockdown gets traded at least 1-for-1.
Yeah, that's two very similar rounds back-to-back there between Mizzou and Indiana. The difference is after this round, seeing some spending coming out from Mizzou. You still save the op. We have Zella get that pick at the very end after the spike, but another quick plant. Their
another very quick
site
plant.
defense has not been working out here on Haven.
Yeah, but they will say they didn't lose anyone in this plant, so it's going to be another 5v5 retake. We love to see the chaos ensue. Under not able to find Druff as that's going to be the opening frag here to take them out. But W Panda is good for the trade. Good to find something out. But there's Simba able to find the refrag. Conch able to find something, but Opted is able to find something else. As now it's a 2 versus 3, make that a 1 versus 3. And once again, Zella is all alone. A nice flash through to try and take Zella off this angle, but now Zella is stuck. And a rock between a hard place. The shorty is not able to find the updrafting jet as Opted takes him down from behind. 3-8. Last round in the half.
Yeah. Indiana has just had these very fast, aggressive pushes onto a variety of sites. You know, we saw a B site push there. We've had A, we've had C, and forcing Mizzou to play on the back foot immediately, even if it is a 5v5. Their site defense has been pretty phenomenal so far. And Mizzou has struggled. Outside of those 3 rounds, we saw 3 diffuses in a row. Mizzou doesn't really seem to have an answer. At least not yet. You know, we are close to that 9-3 curse, even if they do drop this next round. Of course, we'd like to see them pick up as many rounds as they can, but...
Oh, but there's an answer. This is the first blood there by W Panda on Opted. But a nice trade there from nobody. The Bladestorm here by Zella is all down to 1. He needs to find something. Or he's got 2 left. Not 1. He's got 2 left. So he's got he's got 2 chances to reset those knives, but unfortunately they check the corner and the blades go wide from Zella, so down to just a stinger and a shorty for him. Piggy in the corner is able to find one with that Bulldog though, as the From the Shadows comes out, but they're able to read him like a book. They find Opted, they find the spike, and now they're not going to let this one go into the hands of Indiana. They've got the lockdown if they want to use it here, but it's all up to Druff. They know exactly where he is, and they're just waiting as Piggy's just holding this corner. Here's the Aftershock, or not the Aftershock, the Vault Line. Well, it doesn't really matter as Conch is able to find that last frag. Pops the lockdown. Just because you have it, it's over. Who really cares? You're not really going to save it for the second half. And speaking of second half, we're on to it.
Yeah, Mizzou now on attack. I do believe, not a Valorant player myself, Haven is a attack favored map, generally considered, right?
Yes, slightly attack favorite just because if you play it very passively, the defenders get spread out very thin. You know, usually you have 1, maybe 2 people on each site, which means if you find a pick on a site, it generally opens it up very quickly, and then you're able to take it and play for post plant. If you do play it kind of like how Mizzou plays, where you aggress one angle, it becomes a little bit more of a 50-50 map, but because you're putting so much pressure over there, you're usually giving up a lot of pressure on another side of the map, which I will say Indiana played very well with, taking a lot of places where Mizzou wasn't and not trying to fight them on their own terms. But right now, Mizzou is finding a lot of place as we see the first hit here over towards A side. We got to clear corners because Opted is able to find something, and so is Sanders, and Ruff is there to back them up. And with that, Spike is down. W Panda and Conch, only ones left alive here.
Yeah, just a very messy B-side push.
Yeah,
that's what happens in the pistol round now.
Yeah, pistol rounds are a little bit messy. You got to make sure you clear your corners. They played 3 B site, which I don't think Mizzou was expecting. As we see W Panda here going for a little bit of a lurk here with Conch. Looking up top, not able to find anything. They're playing in the smoke, but W Panda hits a nice clean headshot. We got to check behind though as Bismuth and Opted are able to find the last 2.
Yeah, so after the pistol, we're going to see what Mizzou's, you know, once you have a little bit of economy, see what their plan is here. their turn on attack. They're down 5 rounds, so an uphill climb for sure. Not impossible for Mizzou. See if they can duplicate some of the success we saw Indiana have when they were on attack in the first half of this map.
Yeah, a little bit of an uphill climb, but not over in the slightest. Have plenty of time to bring this back and to bring in a win here for map number 1. But I will say, Mizzou opting for a forced round here on round number 2 that didn't get plant, but they're still going to go ahead and go for those sheriffs and stingers. Stinger did get a little bit nerfed recently, but they don't really care. It's still a very powerful weapon, especially in the hands of a good player. And if you can close the distance here on someone like Jet.
Yeah, looking for a pretty slow A-side push here.
Yeah, but slow is not the name of the game anymore. As here comes Zella dashing into the backside. W Panda able to find the first chow onto Simba, and Anders and Bismuth are able to find theirs. Anders able to find the second one, and this quick rush here is not working out. It's all down to the 2 favorites. Make that 2 versus 2 as a nice 2K there by Ponder to bring this into a much more winnable round, and they still have that turret to watch the back. Plenty of time here, 45 seconds, but you got to make sure that you watch the back because this Omen is snuck right on by the turret, but they find one.
Oh, he's on the Omen on the great flank here. They're not paying.
Oh, they're not. They have no idea. They have an idea now as there's going to be Conch able to find that. And now it's a 1 versus 2. They've got the dog. They find him out. They go for the peek. Not able to find the first frag here. There's the C's. Doesn't find a tag. But you got to watch the side. Pulls out the sheriff. 9 bullets. He doesn't need because he doesn't have the damage. The shield there from Druff is able to find it. A very close round. They throw the 1v2. The clutch comes out for Druff. They almost found it. They almost found the win there. Druff used every bullet in the Stinger to be able to find that. It was so close, and Mizzou aren't able to pull away the forced round win.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. In a game where you're against such a talented team, you need to take all the opportunities you possibly can. Indiana's not going to give you many opportunities to be up 2 against 1. You have to close out those rounds if you want to close out this series, or at least close out this map.
It was very, very close round there by Mizzou for the force. It looked a little bit rough. It was a 4 versus 2, but some nice clean headshots there to bring it back into a 2 versus 2, and then they're able to pick up the Omen as well on the flank that they were very aware of. Just the 2v1 just doesn't go their way, unfortunately. I think if he had a little bit more ammo in the Stinger, he only had 9 shots left. Maybe he gets the round win, but just a little bit unfortunate here. But I'd like the timeout here to try and revalue, reassess situations. You're down 4-10. You don't have too many more rounds to give away here, and you're onto an eco, which means you're probably going down 4-11. You've got 1 round to give before you're on map point for game number 1.
So see what their strategy is, or at least how they change things around to bring it back in Mizzou's favor. As we're getting out of our timeout here and back into this 15th round. Yeah,
but I will say they did lose the 3rd round and the pistol round, or they lost 3rd round first half, and then won the next round on a thrifty with sheriffs. They've got a bunch of sheriffs again. They've done it once. They could do it again. Keep this 5-10. Keep it 1 away from, or keep it away a little bit more. As I think Zella got actually hit by that dart. If you get hit, it follows you around, but it does 0 damage. But they know exactly where this Silva is because of that, and the Silva has been playing very well. As
right there.
We see a little bit of a lurk as well from Conch in the mid, but it is covered here by Druff, and has the alarm bot here as well. Dash out from the Jet. So no dash on them. It's a big ability used.
Not seeming quite as confident or aggressive as we saw Indiana on attack, pushing these sites, going for broke. We saw it a little bit. Somebody's A-side push.
Oh, you got to clear your left as the shot goes wide first, but he's able to get it in the end. Is able to find the first frag. Conch, a nice lurk kill there, but Froggy's able to find the trade on the Bismuth before he takes down W Panda. But you got to be careful because Simba's here. Simba has a very scary gun with the Vandal. Zella's hopping around like a bunny. Conch, though, finds Druff, and that's going to be 2 big frags, and that's going to be opening up that C site, and the rotations are coming through for Mizzou. They're just going to be beelining it, W King over to the C bomb site.
Conch in a good position
Conch in a good site. If he can find 1 more here. And he does! They're not checking the corner. Andrews is able to find that. Time ticking away, but they've got plenty because that spike does get planted here for this post plant. 2 versus 1. Neon was able to win it last time.
Yeah,
Can they win it again?
You can cover down C long here, so a little bit more favorable position, at least in my opinion, as opposed to being on that A site.
Yeah, and they have the Nightfall. If they want to burn it, I don't know if they want to. It is a 1v2. They did do it last time.
In a 1v2, you shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to with Spike ticking away here. There's going to be the first tap. The double peek through, and I love it from the team. That's how you swing. That's how you make sure you secure the round win here from Mizzou. I said it earlier. No caster curse this time.
Yeah.
They've done it once. They can do it again.
For sure. Yeah, getting it done there with the sheriffs. Now you're actually able to spend some of that money, get some of those big guns out, and hopefully start stringing some rounds together.
Yeah, and Indiana as well, notably, spent a lot of money in that round. The previous round, the force up, they spent a lot in order to try, or they forced up. They won it, and then they all almost died. They all died except for one. So they had to rebuy all their weapons again. If they do so, they lose the round. Now their economy is in absolute shambles, and Mizzou have the economical advantage at the moment, along with the gun advantage.
Yeah, there's that econ advantage if Mizzou is able to string some rounds together here too.
Yeah,
so.
if Mizzou can start swinging some rounds in their advantage here, to start building up quite the big bank account, which, you know, having the bank account means you also have the ultimate economy up as well, and there goes that dash. Big cooldown used, not able to find anything with it. Mizzou are just burning a lot of util, getting a lot of information as well. Knows that there's at least a couple people towards that A site. But
see if Conch has any idea if he can sniff out this Omen hiding around the corner.
Yeah.
Seems like they're going through garage towards the C site push.
Yeah, it looks like the play is just going to be to run into C. Zella has that dash available. There's going to be that Nightfall that we were talking about last round. Clear your corners. That's how you clear your corners. Make sure that they don't able to find anything cheesy with that shorty. Druff is able to find one. Gets a lot of damage onto Piggy before following. Piggy is still alive. Frog is able to find him through the smoke, and now it's a 2 versus 4. And this is the kind of favor we like to see. W Panda is able to get on out of there with that
nice
teleport. Frog is able to find Simba, and they know that the last member here is on the flank. They know that he has nothing to do though.
Back. Should be good here for Mizzou. Doesn't want to run in, understandably, doesn't want to run into 4 members of Mizzou, so opting to back up here. Mizzou doesn't want to lose the guns that they're...
Yeah, I'd be careful, Piggy. You are only at 15 HP, and it doesn't matter what gun the enemy has, because that will still one-hit you, and you shoot him anywhere. But I like this, just kind of grouping up as a team, making sure that...
He doesn't have time. Yeah.
No, he doesn't have time. He's just going to die to the spike because you don't want to save when you have nothing.
Oh, come on. Yeah, we're good.
That's runs towards the bomb.
Interesting. Huh.
Well, if you save and you don't have any, if you save on a round and a spike explodes, you only get 1,000 credits.
Okay.
So if you die and you lose, if you die and you lost the round, the minimum amount of credits you can get is 1,900.
See, this is what
so you get 900 more credits.
Okay.
And also, if you don't have anything to save, you're essentially just losing money.
Okay.
So it's always better to die in a save. Obviously, if you're saving an operator, you don't want to die to Spike because that's a very expensive gun. But if Spike goes down and it explodes, you just want to die to it because you have no money.
See, you can tell we're sophisticated because we're talking about the economy.
The economy. Gotta love economy.
We love the economy. Shout out to the Mizzou Business School.
There's the dog. Doesn't actually find Simba, though. We're right next to this angle. Although we can get traded out very quickly. Then there's going to be the frag. Knows exactly where this member is in the corner. And they're going to try to burn him out of this corner. The spike. The molly doesn't land. He's still stuck in that corner. Trying to flash him out. Trying to get this Silva to safety. But they're just going to back off. They burn the drone. Does tag up Ponder here, but Ponder's out of there. But I like this play. They've thrown so many rotations over to the A side, stalled so much time that C side's very much open as there comes the flash mode. You gotta clear behind you because Opted is there for 2.
Man.
Find 1. Now it's a 3 versus 2. These players have won these situations before. They can do it again. Spike Not down yet, but
30 seconds left.
not in a terrible position. As once again, you're not looking at the right spot. Opted finds another member in the back of the head.
So much for recon.
Ponder is a clutch king, and he finds the first
See what he
to
can
open
do.
this. He's got to find this 1v1. He's got to isolate these fights. 15 seconds left, and they're playing this very well, playing this very passively. Knows he's got to stick this spike plant
10
soon.
seconds left.
Oh, finds the frag. Here comes the stun. He's got to stick it now. He doesn't have the time. He doesn't have to find him, but he's got the time. Not enough time. The 4K, unfortunately,
So close.
almost finds the round clutch there from Mizzou in a 1v3, but not in the end. A lot of damage, though, kills everyone on the side of Indiana. So it hurts their economy, but unfortunately loses the round for Mizzou. Very close, very close. Literally,
Very close.
literally
half a second.
half a second from being a Mizzou round win. But that's going to take Indiana up to 11.
That's the difference when you have two heavyweights playing against each other. And here in top 8 of CVAL playoffs, two heavyweight teams. You know, that half a second difference. Somebody who can make the play, get the right timing. Maybe not clear in a corner. That's all it takes.
Yep, VALORANT game of seconds here. You know, something happens a slight bit faster. You know, the round goes in favor of Mizzou. So that's really the name of this game. As here comes this lockdown. There's no way to really destroy it, as it's going to be burned. Actually burned in order to fake the B play.
Interesting.
Actually, no, it's not going to be faking a B play. They are just going to be sending it B. Please clear your corners. Please clear your corners. Okay, Piggy falls, but they are able to clear the corner in the end. As there comes the counter lockdown here. They're trying to stall this plant out. They might be sending it A, actually, as there comes the flash, but there's going to be Panda for 1. Looking for 2, as Zella's not able to find it just yet. They pick up the gun. There's going to be the Prowler is able to spot out the members. There's going to be the Eye. This is a crazy round back and forth. Wow. They don't know where to go, but they're able to find Druff on the flank, and that's going to open up the C site. They know where the last 2 are, and they're going to go ahead and run for that C site, get the spike planted.
Yeah,
Zella.
Very busy round in between A and B, and we end up on C site with a plant.
You fight between A and B, and in the end, you go to that C site. Zilla, sliver of HP, 6 HP left.
6 HP too much if you're
6
Indiana.
6 HP in a dream, but, you know, Valorant's a game of numbers, and you might have 6, but, you know, if you hit that headshot and you do 140, 160, you win the fight. It's Froggy. Let's get taken down, and now both of the member of Iowa's is taken low, and Froggy finds the last 2. There he is, showing him how it's done. 31 HP makes that 7 for Mizzou.
And Ponder's a monster on the shots there, just
Ponder.
Shooting down C long. He's so clean with it.
Ponder showing them who's the better info initiator. 20 kills right now on the scoreboard. Doing absolutely fantastic. Yeah, 20-12 compared to Bismuth. Bismuth was going really ham early on. You know, had 11 kills. Kind of slowed down. It was only at 16 after a while. So well played the Ponder there. Doing very well. Love to see him play.
Well, you know, Ponder is an accounting major.
Yes.
So he knows all about the economy.
It's all about the numbers game for him. All about the economy. As there's the collateral, unfortunately, on the W Banda and Zella with that operator. You hate to see it.
Can't have that when you're Indiana's at 11.
Piggy, a nice shot there on Opted. He was able to find that, so they were able to find a trade. But fortunately, no W Panda means no smokes, no Omen online. It's going to be so hard to play around this operator. You need to find some sort of pick, some sort of opening onto one of these bomb sites.
Yeah, let's see what they're able to do. Which site they end up going towards. Looking like a C site push here.
Yeah, still looking like a C site push, but Indiana, 3 members over here still.
Ponder's creeping all the way up.
As there's going to be the flash. There's going to be a second flash as well. They get the blind there. He's going for the blind fire. Pulls out the pistol. The Rolling Thunder comes through. Simba's able to find 4, not make that the ace. It's all up to Conch. 1 versus 2. The dart comes through. Is able to scan him, unfortunately. 1 versus 3. Can he find something? Finds a headshot, but it's through the wall, unfortunately. Knows that 1 member's back there. 1. Looking for 2. Now, but it'll find it. That's going to take Indiana up to match point here. Bismuth able to shut down Conch before he can find anything else.
Yeah, so Mizzou has to find 5 rounds in a row now. We haven't seen them win 5 consecutive rounds. The most we saw was 3 in the set. So don't want to be down 1-0 to Indiana University.
Yeah, but don't ever say it's over with this squad breathing right now.
see what they can do.
Let's have to see. They have plenty of money in their economy. Counting Major. Ponder here. So they've got plenty to work with. There's going to be the very early Rolling Thunder and this explosive sight hit onto this B side. Spike already going to get planted here. There's going to be so many ultis. There's going to be the Nightfall next to make a lot of space. Gets 2 tags there with that. It makes a lot of space. But there's going to be the flank from Simba on this operator able to find Conch. 4 versus 5. They're waiting, but Operator's not very good for a retake. Better for holding positions rather than taking them. And Zella knows that. Zella's holding this. Doesn't actually able to find it, though. WPan is able to find Opted, though. Here comes the Blade Storm, though, as they're running out. Spike is still planting. Spike is still ticking. WPan able to find the third, and Froggy able to find that last one. Nice play there. It was looking a little bit dicey on that flank, but they're able to knock it down, shut him up real quickly, and they're able to pick up their 8th. It's still alive, and now Indiana is on to a save. So Mizzou hoping to take their 9th here and not end it on a thrifty.
Yeah, a lot of ultimates there for Mizzou invested. Saw the Rolling Thunder. I think we also saw
Rolling Thunder and Nightfall.
Yeah.
But also, notably, a lot of ultimates used there from Indiana. They used Simba's Blade Storm, so he's not going to have this on this bonus round, on this eco round. And they used the Hunter's Fury in order to hope for an A pick early.
Ooh, another one.
Neither one was found. So while they did try to find something, they weren't able to find anything. And now Zella's got his own Blade Storm online and active. And this thing is pinpoint accurate even if you're in the air, as he's making so much space here. The seaside is wide open as Froggy is able to find Druff through that smoke. There's going to be a first frag there for Ponder.
It took them having their backs against the wall to go for these fast pushes we saw Indiana have so much success with when they were on attack.
Yeah, I mean, we saw these really fast, aggressive, explosive side hits, and now we see Mizzou doing them, and so far it's looking like it's going to be a 2 for 2. As I'm just going to use this from the shadows as well.
Pretty much abandoned that seaside.
Yeah, gotta clear a corner. You gotta clear your corners. But he doesn't have a gun.
Just diffusing.
He just had the Blade Storm, but Ponder or Conch is able to find the double kill with the collateral, and Panda finds the last one. So they might have been diffusing it.
Yeah.
But apparently an operator is gonna find 2 kills every time it shoots, because that's the second collateral we've seen this game.
Yeah, you know, from Zella, it was a zoning Blade Storm. You know, you don't necessarily need. It's more the threat of the Blade Storm.
It's scary.
Yeah,
it's
was scary. And while he did
you don't know, but maybe he pops off.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes crazy and gets an ace.
It's true. Instead, he didn't check his corner and got picked off, but the only member of Mizzou to fall in that round, now 9-12.
Yeah, but Zella didn't buy a gun because he had that Blade Storm, so because of that, you know, the Omen who was like, oh, I got a free pick, guys, I got a free pick, didn't actually get anything.
Yeah.
Besides, you know, a little bit of money in his pocket.
But now, their strategy is here. It doesn't look like we're seeing another fast sight push.
Yeah, I will say not another fast sight hit this time, as they don't have the ultimates and they are a little bit afraid of the guns that Indiana has. But I like the Killjoy operator, especially on defense, for holding these angles. You don't want the Jet to have op. On defense, it's fine, but on attack, you really want Jet to be making that space, but unfortunately, I believe W Panda was shot through the smoke, unfortunately, or maybe he got spotted a little bit, gun sticking out of that, but that's going to be the first blood here for Indiana. That's going to be no smokes online for them.
Oh, he's up in heaven.
He's up in heaven, but he's clearing these angles. They haven't spotted him.
Just manages to
and there's going to be the first frag. There's going to be the second frag as well, as Zella's got his teammates back. And here comes nobody is able to find Anders as well. From the shadows used for the fast flank. But they're aware of it. They know. And this is a 4 versus 3. Make that a 3 versus 2.
Lose that operator on Conch.
Operator down on Conch. And because of that, I think they're just going to go ahead and take that operator and hide it. And leave the 1v3 up to this Omen. Up to Opted. But he's not going to clear his angles. Froggy.
Great angle.
There goes Conch. Or not Conch. There goes Ponder. Able to find that one. It's always confusing when they change their name.
Yeah, definitely. Not great for broadcast production either, but we got Conch, we got Ponder, two of the best Valorant players in collegiate, if not the best.
Yeah. Zella's up there as well. Zella's also one of the best players too.
Returning to the roster.
Oh, speaking of one of the best players, went to take down that operator, almost finds it. Almost finds his own head taken off too, but neither of them die. So Simba's able to steal an operator away and take it into this next round. But Mizzou have taken it to double digits here and are 2 rounds away from tying this and taking us to OT. And if they're able to win this round, we got one more.
Yeah, for sure. You do have access to the Killjoy ultimate. See if they decide to invest it here. Going towards A site here. We might see another fast A site push.
We might see another fast A site here. As there's the dart. They are able to break it early, but
wow.
There goes Ponder, is able to find Opted. That opens things up. No smokes.
Oh, please let them clear the corner.
Make sure you clear corners. Make sure you clear the corners. Make sure you clear corners. Zilla, that's like the 3rd time this game. Piggy doesn't clear his corner, but is able to find it in the end. But Bismuth is here for 4.
No.
And now it's all up to Conch. Don't ever say it's over with Conch breathing. He's still standing.
That's too many. He's got 3. He's going to have to consider his options here.
As an operator, finds Spike, has the lockdown still.
Waiting for any sort of opportunity. Can really just surround him here.
He's going to go ahead and start this plant. We'll get it down. Gotta clear your corner as there goes Simba finding that last frag on to Conch. And they're going to take game number 1, 10-12. It was close.
Yeah.
Couple of rounds. Half a second on a couple of rounds.
Yeah, definitely.
Was the make or break for game number 1. So, I mean, these teams are going to go back and forth this whole series, I can tell. And I believe that was Indiana's map pick, though.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mizzou pick Haven, at least often. It's unfortunate. We did make it pretty competitive there at the end. We were able to string some rounds together and wasn't a total blowout. We saw some rough score lines there in the middle with Indiana starting on attack. But if that was indeed Indiana's map pick, then we are moving on to Mizzou's map pick. I wish we knew what map it was, but likely
if it's my guess, unless it was banned, I'm assuming it's going to be Pearl because Mizzou loves Pearl. We saw a couple of interesting strats on Pearl, but actually it's going to be, I think, Lotus, which is another map that Mizzou has been playing a lot and really do enjoy it. Also another 3-bomb site map. So we get 3-bomb site map into 3-bomb site map. So that's going to be exciting to see. But we're going to take a quick little break here as we get ready for Lotus. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back with that real soon. Welcome back, everybody. We are back for game number 2. This time we're going to be on Lotus, another 3 bomb site map. This is going to be, I believe, Mizzou's map pick. And we get to see, this is the new map. I'm very excited to see. I know Mizzou has been practicing this a lot. It's a very fun map to see. And it's nice to see another triple bomb site map because it's the only other one besides Haven, which we just saw. Speaking of Haven, Indiana, take that 10-13. Very close game. Couple of rounds that could have gone either way. But in the end, it does go in the favor of Indiana. But now we are on to map number 2. Mizzou hoping to strike back and take this to game number 3 as we get right into the pistol round.
Yeah, Mizzou not able to. I think they lost both pistol rounds on Haven. See what they can do here.
Yeah. I do believe they lost both pistol rounds as well, which is a little unfortunate because you lose pistol round, you probably lose the next round, which is essentially 4 rounds in a game.
Yeah. And
in a game where you lost by 3,
that was the difference.
One pistol round could have been the difference. As we see Zella on this raise, blast packing into this C site, already opened up. I like this aggression here as Opt is able to find nobody on that flank. Take down the Chamber, which we don't see a lot of. Chamber has been nerfed quite a bit recently. But Panda doesn't clear his corner quite properly, but Zella's there for the trade to make sure the even thing is out. 4 versus 3. A nice froggy play here as Piggy's able to find one. There goes Ponder able to find this too, and now this retake here is looking so good for Mizzou.
Yeah, good shot there from Ponder. Just one more left for Indiana. Looking pretty solid for him.
Yeah. Pops the eye, finds Froggy, Druff. People in...
Oh, no.
Oh, no, ran out of ammo. But it's fine because Druff
Piggy,
also doesn't have a lot of ammo, but it doesn't matter because he gets the right-click headshot. Free gun, by the way. You get one of those at the start of every round. Druff with the 1v3. Indiana's been saying it in chat that Druff is going to pop off. And, I mean, he didn't really pop off game number 1 on Haven, but, I mean, he's starting off strong here on Lotus.
Yeah, not a good time for Piggy to be on the reload there, but it's all good. It's just the pistol round. We talked about how pistol round usually leads to a round win immediately after, but not the end of the world for Mizzou, but not what you want to see to start map number 2.
Yeah, not what you want to see, but one interesting thing to note is on Haven, Mizzou did opt for the Force, go for the Stingers and some of those Sheriffs, but this time we're not seeing a Force, we're seeing a much lighter buy. Zella with just a singular Sheriff. No util as well, and not much else from the team. We get to see some more of the C aggression. I'm going to go ahead and open up this door over to the B site. See if they find anyone, but no one's lurking up through that B corridor area, and they're just going to back on off back to spawn.
Yeah, rotation coming out here from Mizzou, moving back towards that A site. Indiana seems to actually be shifting over towards C, or at least got some hovering in place. Oh, that shot's going to call him over.
Yeah, headhunter shot doesn't land, unfortunately. But here comes the door. There goes a nade to make sure Piggy can't go much farther. This door has been broken, and Mizzou might be going from the C to A to B play as they take through the door and take this location. Spike going to get planted. It is going to get stopped, but a nice trade there. Smith is going to get dinked, but he's going to be able to find a couple more as it's all up to Conch. The last chamber shot goes wide. Tries to find something else, but he's not able to find anything but a respawn timing. As Simba's able to pick up that last one. Indiana pick up 2, but it's expected after you win that pistol round and Mizzou save. But they are on round number 3. They do have rifles in the hands of everyone. And Indiana's forced to save, or at least go for a bonus.
Yeah, Mizzou has to find something here. In first map on Haven, we did see him drop the first 3 before tying it up 3-3. That was as close as I managed to get in that series, as Indiana pulled ahead, didn't look back. Mizzou tried to get a couple there at the end. Wasn't able to finish it off, but hopefully can keep it close here.
Oh, a nice eye there, though. It allows for W Panda able to find that first frag and make that 2 as he's blinded and knocked around by that nade, but it doesn't matter because he's knocking the head off of them.
What a mess.
This is quite a messy fight. Zella's able to find Anders, and there goes Bismuth as he runs through that smoke into the waiting arms of Conch.
Look at the weirdest flawless ever.
Druff solos, but I don't know if he can solo a 1 versus 5 with it. Just a Sheriff as Conch makes sure that he solos no one, as it's a flawless from Mizzou. That's what we want to see on the second round. No one falls, and they get the spike plant. Everyone keeps their rifles into the next round, and Mizzou can start building some money, as now we get the first real rifle round of the game.
Yeah, it was a lot of plays in Valorant tend to be coin flip plays, you know, just pure mechanical plays on who can click on the head quicker. Mizzou had a lot of coin flip plays in that last round, but all went Mizzou's favor. So able to get a flawless in a round that seemed pretty messy in the middle. Could have gone either way, but well played there by the Tigers.
Yeah, right off the start there. Nice double kill there by W Panda. And already Conch showing his name. Takes down Opted on the fade. And Rendezvous right on out of there. And there's going to be a number 2 for Conch here. Really showing his stuff. Really making sure that Indiana shows who really solos. Because Conch is popping off right now before finally getting taken down by Anders. But he's made his mark on this round as he finds the first 2. Info and smokes down here. Spike planted in this corner. They're going to go ahead and play by mound, play for this spam. And it's going to be so easy to with no smokes online here. They can just really wait for Indiana to try and defuse this spike.
Yeah, not a very complex defense, but W Panda in a good position here.
Yeah, W Panda in a good position, not able to find Simba as he gets taken down. But Druff finds the second one. There goes the flash. They're trying to find this defuse.
Jesus.
Druff is actually soloing as he's able to find one, make that 2 for Zella. Spike still ticking away, not enough time. He's got the nade to try and stall as well, and Druff has to run for the hills. Wow. Druff fought on back, but Zella fights back harder as he's able to pick up number 2 for Mizzou to tie this up.
Yeah, super well played. It looked like it was going down for Mizzou, but Zella's able to hang in there, get the shots he needs to secure the round for MU. We're tied up again. Here 2-2. I haven't seen this since it was 3-3 in map 1. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. These two powerhouses hitting back and forth right now. I mean, you know, 2-2, but you know, real close round. That first rifle round was. One member alive for both squads, and it took Zella to do a 1v2 clutch when they were up members.
Yeah.
So very close round, but I mean that's what we're saying. This is some good Valorant here tonight. As Panda gets seized but forced to TP out away. Good thing that Seize can't pull you back if you TP out of it. So Panda escapes with his life for now. But some big things used as the door is going to be used. It's going to be found as Anders finds Zella. He cleared his corner, but unfortunately cleared it a little bit wrong as he runs into the headshot of a Sheriff. As Piggy finds one before Xander finds the trade. 2 versus 4. Panda does have Spike, but they were able to pick up some of these rifle upgrades. Panda waiting for the smoke to fall, waiting to see if someone's going to go ahead and peek it.
Doesn't look like he's going to find anybody, but there is going to be a confrontation here soon.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of time. Here comes the dark cover. Make some cover here for Conch and Panda to sneak on by. Put a second smoke there by the side of Indiana to stall off that push into their spawn.
Whoop.
As there it goes, nobody able to find 2. Crazy play there, but he's got to make sure he's got to clear behind him. You got to make sure that you clear that spike. He might have an inkling.
Oh, he's not looking.
He's not looking. He's not looking. Spike gets planted, but it doesn't matter. The headshot doesn't come through, but Druff is able to find the frag onto nobody. There goes Conch. Almost clears it. If he gets that clear, if he finds out that Anders is there, maybe he wins that round, but Thrifty comes through. The first Thrifty round of map number 2.
Unfortunate there for Mizzou. Too many people picked off on that initial push towards the A site, but not the end of the world. You don't want this to get too far out of hand. You just got to keep close to Indiana, and then hopefully can get another strong ending to the game like we saw last round. They did lose, but in those last 5 rounds, they won 3 and lost 2. So as long as you can pull it together and keep it close, I think Mizzou can be competitive in this one.
Yeah, I think we can be competitive. They do have a couple ultimates online, both sides. They have the showstopper, and it's going to pop that tour de force. So we are going to see Conch with that very powerful rifle in his hands. Could pop off, go for some big plays. And in fact, there's going to be number
Hey.
1 on the Simba to open things up. That's a big pick off. And here comes that Nightfall, but they're going to go ahead and counter. So ult for ult here is the Indiana's lockdown is going to be used, but it doesn't matter. Mizzou is actually going to poise to hit this A site as a nice play there as the TP comes through. He is able to get away, skin of his teeth. So lockdown comes through as there's Druff. There's a nice flash. There comes the eye as well. But a fault line to stall out this push here. And a couple of nano swarms here. There goes the blast packs. They don't think they want to hit this B side. They're instead rotating through it to hit C as Zilla finds the trade on to Piggy. Opta takes Piggy down. And now we get a 3 versus 2. Some big ultimates used by both sides. And there comes this Rolling Thunder, but here comes the Showstopper. They're trading back and forth. There goes the Showstopper.
Okay.
They're able to find Druff. Bismuth's able to find a trade. Anders able to find one, but Ponder, or W Panda is able to find those retrade back on to Anders. Spike is planted though, 2 versus 1. It's all down to Bismuth here. Play for each other. They're going to play for the trade.
Oh, he's got his crosshair right on him, but
Got
in
his
the
crosshair
smoke.
right on him. There's the eye. The stall.
Last player
Bismuth
standing.
finds the trade, but he's running through.
Nice.
Froggy. There it goes. Ponder's able to find that last frag there. 3-3 once again. But this one's a little bit more back and forth rather than 3-3.
Yeah, I'm hoping. We did see an 8-4 half finish on Haven, so not going in Mizzou's favor, but that last round looked pretty clean. We had good coverage there from Ponder and W Panda. You know, W Panda did fall, but Ponder's able to cover for him. Really nice play. See if Mizzou can pull some rounds together and
Make 'em
get their
dance.
first lead of the game.
Yeah, hopefully we're able to see Mizzou take out their first lead here. Very heavy investment of ultis on both rounds there, but Opted is
Oof.
able to find Conch. Not this time, Conch, as he gets taken down. The big member down for Mizzou. The opening frag here for Indiana. So that Boombot goes through. Did get nerfed recently from 10 seconds down to 5, so not able to make quite as a lot of space as you're hoping for, but does get at least a little bit of info.
Yeah, rotating back over towards a B or C side push. Indiana swarming all over the A side after picking off Conch early.
Yeah, 3 members over here and 2 poised over towards that B site. I will say though, W Panda does have the From the Shadows. Zella goes for a play, but then says he does not want to. Uses a blast pack to jump on out. And there's going to be that Nightfall used by Indiana. Doesn't get any information though. Knows that that site's clear. Knows that no one is there. And Panda might have a timing here. Has the lurk, and there's going to be the timing indeed. Takes down one as a nice paranoia through. Finds
flank?
3 members. But Anders then finds 1 before Biggie finds 2.
Nice.
Shuts down the Simba Showstopper before he can even stop anything. And now Druff 1v3 once again. He's done it before, but I don't know if he can do it again as Mizzou have the rifles advantage this time. He's going to drop down,
that a
but
great
Zella's
angle?
holding this. Oh, but Piggy's there for the trade. Druff gets 1, but only 1. Piggy's good for 3, showing up on this map number 2.
MIZ Piggy with the 3K in that round. We did say him bot frag in that last game. You know, we won't talk about it, but able to get on a nice flank there, pick off 3 members of IU, and give Mizzou their first lead of our series today.
Yeah, first lead of the series. They haven't won a single pistol round. And the best they did on map number 1 was tie it up 3-3 at one point before bringing it back eventually 10-13. But now we get to see Mizzou with the first lead of the series, and I don't know if I saw, but it might have been that they were on a save. IU might be on a save this round. We'll have to see. But Conch,
Oh, he's so close.
they're right next to each other. If he walks through this, no, they're not on a save. But Conch is here.
Nice.
1, make that 2. Clicking heads back and forth. And Seaside is open. Piggy's able to take down Updid before he's able to find anything more than 1. And then we get a 4 versus 2. Conch watching that flank. Not able to find Anders though. Anders takes him down. As there comes the door. There comes the Aftershock. The trading utility. But Spike's still planted. And there goes that Seize. Does find the tag, and Piggy finds Anders, and now it's all down
Nice.
to Druff. You can't solo Panda, as he's able to take him down with just the classic with the reload. And now Mizzou is up by 2 rounds, the biggest lead we've seen by them. I guess you could say because we've never seen a lead, everything is going to be the biggest lead unless they start losing rounds.
Yeah, well, you haven't actually seen Mizzou win more than 3 rounds in a row. I think it was either 3 or 4 that we saw maximum in that last map. But putting it together here, well played by Mizzou all around. Conch in particular getting some big early pickoffs in that round.
Yeah,
He got 2.
Yeah, nice double kill early on.
For sure.
Kind of a little bit of a spray transfer, a little bit of a, back one to next person. So really well played on Conch. Just, really good individual play there. As W Panda, a little bit of a whiff to start things off, but finds the frag before Anders finds the retrade there onto him. So it's a 1-for-1 in the end, but that is Mizzou's smokes down, which is a little bit of a unfortunate thing, but
See which 2 of these angles he decides to put his primary focus into checking.
Oh, watch out for the stinger.
Piggy's there to cover.
Piggy is there to cover.
9
HP though, not a lot. As Plant should get taken down here, and that it does. Here comes the dog. Gets a little bit of info. Flash comes through, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to see anything as Zell is able to find him a full blind. And there is Onder right there to find the refrag. And now Druff, once again in a 1v3. We'll see if he can solo.
Maybe that's what they mean by solo. He's always by himself.
Yeah, he's always by himself in a 1v3. But when you're walking into the waiting arms of a firing squad,
sure.
I don't know if you could solo too much.
He's taken down by a single bullet, so...
Yeah, he did get soloed by a bullet.
Yeah.
In fact, Zella technically did not get...
Oh, we got a technical pause going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. We do not have a technical pause going on here.
Tech pause into a... Never mind. Looks like there was a little bit of a ping spike there, but looks like it's been all sorted out, so looks like they're fine.
Should be good. 6-3 now. Mizzou in the driver's seat. Looking pretty strong here on attack. And a few more rounds until we see them switch over to defense, which was not favored to them last map. But looking real strong in this one.
Yes, looking very strong right now. Super back and forth. Mizzou, hey, biggest swing in rounds we've seen because they've gotten 4 in a row, which the most we've seen previously was 3. So we get to see how things go. As there comes from the shadows to try and draw some rotations, get some info.
Oh.
Zella gets a little bit body block. Make sure you clear your corners because he's reloading, but Piggy's there for the trade before Upton's able to find the refrag onto Ponder. But the doors are open, and they're going to go ahead and run on through that. The revolving doors. No drop solo this time because he was taken out first. And Piggy's going to go ahead and drop this spike down.
Really
Simba's able to find the refrag onto nobody. Nice stun there, but here comes the Rolling Thunder. They just say, we're going to go from C to B to A. W Panda does have the shadow steps to get him away from there, get him out of that predicament. And now Spike is going to get planted here onto this A site. Piggy, 1 away from the Rolling Thunders. If he's able to find it, but he's not able to. Anders able to find the trade. And now W Panda 1 versus 3 has the spike down, has time in his favor, but doesn't have the numbers.
Well, they call him W Panda.
They do call him W Panda, but he's not looking to his R because that was
that's true. That's true.
to his right. His W Panda, not
The
R
W
Panda.
stands for wow. I just got shot in the head.
W is forward button.
That's true.
W is forward. He's looking forward.
You really gotta be looking D.
He should be D Panda because then he's looking to his right,
That's true.
and then he finds that frag there and wins the round. But unfortunately, Indiana is able to finally pick up a round after a little bit of a loss streak, but Mizzou is fine. Mizzou has plenty of money to work with, plenty of economy in their favor. And they did burn a couple of ultimates there. Rolling Thunder was used, but Snow is going to go ahead and call the timeout here for Mizzou.
I think it's smart.
I think it's smart. You lost a round, reevaluate what went wrong. You lost a couple of early trades there. How is Indiana adapting to your strategy, and how can you reevaluate and readapt to what they're adapting to?
Yeah,
it's a lot of adaptation.
That's definitely one way to put it, but that's the benefit of something that you don't see in a lot of other games is these timeouts for Valorant and the specifics of the coaching slot. Getting that 1 minute to talk to your coach, Mizzou talking to Snow, seeing what he has to say. getting those adjustments in. It's not
Yes.
something you see in a game like League of Legends. It's not something you see in a game like Overwatch. I'm pretty sure Overwatch doesn't.
I don't think Overwatch
coach
has. Yeah,
timeouts. No, but it's
coach is more often relegated to
Yeah.
you know, like before the game starts, you talk about what the plan is for the game, and then you go into the game. Whereas coaching in Valorant, the coach slot, you can talk to your players mid-game to figure out what's going wrong and try to push them in the right direction, which I think is really interesting. It's a really interesting dynamic that
For sure.
players and coaches have to work with and have to deal with throughout a game. So it's really good that Snow, the Mizzou coach here, gets to do that and gets to get Mizzou back on the right track. And maybe we see an 8-4 for Mizzou to kind of mirror the first half of game number 1.
Yeah. Hopefully so. I want to see Mizzou get these last 2 rounds, take advantage of all those attack rounds as they can. And they kind of get to control the tempo of the game. When you're on attack, it's like playing the white pieces in chess.
Yeah,
You get to control what kind of game they're going to have.
You get to control the pace of the game. You get to control how fast things go. And
Oh
we're going to
my
go real
God.
fast as Zella's going to pop that showstopper.
Certainly are.
But he's not going to find anything. But what he does find is a lot of zoning, as W Panda's actually able to find 2 instead. So he's the real showstopper in this situation. As he opens things up for Mizzou as they try to flank through that double door, but they're able to find a double kill for Panda instead.
Yeah.
Now, Rolling Thunder online if they want to go ahead and use this for this retake as well. He has that poised and ready as here comes the defuse from Droff. They're holding it, but there is Zella holding it out in the corner. And is going to stop that defuse in its tracks and gets Droff real low. He's running on. The W Panda's actually able to find the 3K. Piggy, I think he might have been going for a knife, but I don't know if you should be trolling this hard this early.
Yeah, for sure, especially when you're down 1-0 to the series.
But now W Panda's good for a 4K. Nice play from him to really open things up. Maybe W Panda is the real showstopper on this team.
That's true. Showstopper, clear zoning showstopper, a very tactical play there by Zella. Even though it didn't hit anybody, it is the sound. You run away.
It might not have hit anybody, but you hear that, and your immediate mind is panic, run away.
It hits fear into your heart.
Yeah,
that's what it does.
It might not hit anyone, but it hits you in the heart.
Yeah, for sure. So last round before the switch here for Mizzou, they'd like to make the same 8-4 lead that we saw on Haven. This time Mizzou favored. So see if they can pick up this last round before the swap.
I'll have to see as Mizzou is going to go for this very quick A aggression once again. Get W Panda into that forward position with that shadow step. And make a little bit of noise. 3 members of Indiana are over towards the A site. 1 on C, 1 on B. As Anch does find out that turret and takes it down before it's able to get any more information. So that's a little bit of information for Indiana, a little bit of information for Mizzou. And now we get to see once again this C play as Bismuth is now the showstopper on the zone, but is able to find 2. But there's Conch on the flank, is able to find Druff. Froggy gets tagged up, gets taken down real low, and has a dog prowler coming chasing right on after him, but destroys that. And now it's a 3 versus 2.
Not impossible for Mizzou, but
very winnable. It comes down to some individual play here. Well, the timing, oh, he saw him.
Oh, he saw him.
He knows. Did Anders see him, though? Did Anders see him?
Oh,
the timing. just unfortunate timing there. Doesn't know if he's going to go for drop. Doesn't know if he's going to go for the rope. Instead, goes to the rope, catches it.
It's fine. Ponder, easy 1v3.
Ponder, there's the first. And has that Nightfall, too. Finds 1, finds 2. So knows that exactly where both members are. And both members are deafened as well. So he has that to play around with, too. And here he hears the satchel. He jumps over him.
Excuse me?
The trigger gets he gets 1, make that 2, and he gets the 4K clutch. Takes that to 8 for Mizzou. The mirror matchup here on map number 2. What a play there by Ponder in the 1 versus 2. 1 versus 3. He finds the first frag, gets the ultimate there, and a really good trigger discipline
for sure
in order to get the 2K there. Absolutely astonishing. He is an accounting major and he's really working that math brain right now.
For sure. We saw Simba launch over him with the satchel, not checking. You can look left and right, but you don't usually look down. Yeah.
You gotta look it down.
So monster play there from MIZ Ponder, our favorite accounting major.
Right now, MIZ Froggy.
That's true. But 8-4 lead for Mizzou. Feeling pretty comfortable to see how they are here on defense.
Yeah, now Zella deep in this place, not looking at the right place because he's got a dog behind him. And Zella's the first to fall in this pistol round. Nice dodge of the flash, but not able to dodge
Dang.
quick enough. So Opted is able to capitalize off of that.
These pistol rounds, man.
Spike planted.
Pistol rounds are always crazy. Biggie, nice dink though. Takes down Bismuth to very low amount of HP. But we got a 3 versus
See what
5
the retake
here.
strategy is here. 3 on 5 is
Hey, at
not
least Piggy
easy.
clears below. Piggy clears below. Conch with this headhunter here, looking to hunt some heads, looking to make some plays.
Oh, he's
As
not
Piggy is
looking-
able to find one. Headhunter shots aren't
Jesus.
there this time.
Piggy
Piggy
solos.
needs to go crazy. It's a 1 versus 5.
He
There's the
solos.
third.
Piggy solos.
Piggy solos. Anders is low. He's right around the corner. There's mate number 4, but he just doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the ammo. And
Damn.
Bismuth is there to shut that down. Piggy, though, absolutely,
It's a confidence builder.
absolutely, you know, incredible gunplay there.
For sure.
In a 1 versus 5, or 3 versus 5. Eventually, it's like a 1 versus 4. You get all the kills. Everyone dies. It's pistol round. It doesn't really matter though, because you may not want the round to win.
Yeah.
But you get 4 kills for yourself. That's got to be a really big confidence booster.
For sure.
And he's top of the leaderboard now for Mizzou and probably the game. And he was bottom frag last game.
Yeah. He
So-
heard us talking smack last game.
Yeah, we were
so-
talking smack, and he's like, Piggy goes, I'm done listening to the smack. I'ma
MIZ
pop
Piggy
off.
is
I'ma
not taking the
pack.
slander.
I'm a top frag this next game and show them why I am on the varsity roster. Panda, an interesting spot here. I like this play with the one-way as well. Makes a lot of space over towards A, and it's really hard for Indiana to make that space. As Conch has the headhunter. A very powerful gun.
Oh, he's in the
Pocket
right position
Guardian.
there. Oh, doesn't get it.
First shot goes a little bit wide, has the TP
They're all
available.
coming. I don't think
And
he's
he's got
expecting
a
there to
TP
be
out.
five.
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately doesn't TP out this time. Updid finds him. Simba makes sure to clear that corner.
And we're taking turns
The
one
right
by one.
click, not able to find it. Free gun.
Standing.
Yikes.
And now W Panda in a 1 versus 5. Gonna try and get a little bit of damage done. Find something here in this second round. Indiana
Spike
takes the
planted.
first round, takes the second round here of the second half.
Oh, now they know where he is.
Knows where he is. Simba has the better gun.
Yikes.
And Panda has just a classic. And a flawless goes over. But, hey, they lost the pistol round.
That's
and
true.
then they got 8.
That's true.
So 2 of the 4 rounds that Indiana got the first half was pistol and bonus. It was pistol and the round that you're supposed to win after pistol.
It's true. Even if we do see the repeat performance,
If
from
it
the
goes
first
exactly
game,
the
yeah.
same, Mizzou easily wins this.
that's true. If it is the repeat here, Mizzou will hit 13 before Indiana is able to come all the way back, at least from what we saw when they were on defense in first map on
Flash
Haven.
comes through
But
and
hopefully
the
see Mizzou
TP
pull it
out
here.
to safety. Conch makes sure he doesn't fall. Ooh.
Mizzou's
But
attacking.
Bismuth finds Panda with a clean shot there. That's going to find that B site wide open here for the taking. And Indiana's going to go ahead and capitalize on that real quick. Finds that plant. The 3-man flank, though. They know he's in that corner, and he takes 1 down before getting traded on out. Aftershock forcing them out of that position. But now it's Piggy and Froggy, or Piggy and Ponder here, the P squad or the Animal squad, depending on what your names what you want to call them. But
Oh,
Simba's
the
on the
flank.
flank,
Unfortunate.
and Simba is able to
Wow.
find another 3K for themselves. Take that to 7. They're able to pick up the bonus round, which is unfortunately the round you don't want to win
Yeah. Mizzou has looked
if you're a Mizzou fan.
through the whole series, really. Mizzou on defense has not looked like they have an answer for Indiana's attack pushes, and they need to find something soon. Their lead evaporating 8-4. Now you're looking at 8-7. Not ideal to drop the first 3. We did see them do it on the first map in defense. They picked up 3 in a row, which would bring us to Match
11-7, almost
true.
match point.
almost. Getting close. See if they change up their strategy here.
I mean, this very fast aggression here, but Panda is in a
What is
good
he doing?
position. They're not
Okay,
looking
there
at
you
the
go.
right place.
Oh,
1,
oh,
2, 3! Make this 4, make this 4. Not able to find 4, but Panda there with nice shots there from the Sheriff. Call him Cowboy because he's making that a 3K for himself.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, indeed.
Here comes MIZ Piggy. See what he can do.
It's Piggy and Conch here for the 2 versus
Spike
2.
planted.
They really need this win really bad if you want to break some of this Indiana momentum. has full vision of the spike. Conch heading down to ground level.
Spots out that. Good aftershock here, and that puts him right into the crosshair of Conch. And Spike in a really bad position here for the last member here, but Bismuth finds that.
You can do this.
All up to
Mizzou really
Piggy.
needs this one.
He needs to be careful. He has one flash available. Taps the bomb. There's going to be the paranoia. Sees the TP
knows.
up top and finds it. That's the round we need. That's the 50 from Piggy. Well played there in the 1 versus 2 by the 2 members here by Mizzou. Plenty of time left. Not even close. About 2 seconds, but Valorant's a game about seconds.
Yeah.
1 second's all you need to win a round. We saw that a couple of times in the series already. And now because of that, Conch able to pick up that operator for himself. Very powerful gun, especially on a powerful operator like Chamber. And on a powerful player like Conch. Very, very notable for his Chamber. Played it a lot when he was kind of broken. Has been nerfed quite a lot in the recent patches. But, I mean, it's interesting to see it come out. And it still can be problematic because you can just TP out of any bad situation you get into. Speaking of TPing out of any bad situation you get into, you take out Simba and you're gone. You are out of there. But he's got to be careful because the Omen TP did come in behind him from the shadows. Did clear him out, but it doesn't matter because he's playing these close angles. The blind comes through, but he's able to get him taken down here by Bismuth. But he did his damage. He got his too. And here comes this rolling thunder here by Piggy. Does knock up one of his teammates. Piggy clears underneath. Piggy makes sure he does that. And it's all up to Anders, but Anders gets shut down real fast. Mizzou is able to take it to double digits here. And Mizzou are up to another 3-round lead.
Yeah, so well played. Piggy landing all the shots he needs. Picking up some of the slack. I'm trying to confirm right now, but we are seeing pretty much an inverted scoreboard as we saw in our first round here with Piggy and W Panda up at the top. So
I will say Zella, I believe, is in the same place as he was.
Okay.
And Conch was up, like, I think number 1 or 2.
For sure. It shows that the team is playing well together. You know, you're not just being carried by a single person.
Yeah, that's one of the good things about the Mizzou roster here is every member on the team can play very well.
Definitely.
One member might have a pop-off game, sure. We saw that the last game. One member might struggle a game. But as a team individually, they're both very good. But unfortunately, Bismuth finds W Panda looking into the smokes. And Biggie is able to fall there too. Opted finds that. Here comes Froggy. Got to clear left because Bismuth is sitting there and Zella is deafened here by that Nightfall in a 1 or 2 versus 4 here. But it looks like I think Conch is probably just going to opt to save. So it's all down to Zella in order to make some of these pop-off plays.
See what he can do.
I have to see what he
for
can
the wraparound play.
Oh. Does get a little bit of info. Here comes the stun. There comes the nade as well. But Zilla is able to dodge it. Nobody able to find one.
Last player standing.
Before getting taken down. But Zilla finds the frag on the symbol. Looking the wrong way. Looking for 2. Not able to find it. Prairie goes a little bit wide. Anders is able to pick up that one.
Unfortunate.
Very, very close round once again.
Had the right idea.
Right idea. Wrong aim. But that happens sometimes. Very close to his head, but you know, maybe just another more round in the aim labs.
Unfortunate there, but not the end of the world for Mizzou. You just want to hang on to whatever lead you can. You're still up 2 here, so.
Yeah, still up 2, still have the money, and Conch notably has that Tour de Force online. So he still has an operator this round and probably will have an operator next round as well. Oh, and that's a nice seize nade combo, but not able to find the frag. Simba is able to dodge on out of it just by the skin of his teeth, tip of his toes. But there's the Conch, or Ponder we like to see. Finds 1, finds 2, finds 3, actually, and because of that, Zilla's able to find Opted. So that's going to be a 3 versus 5 now. 2 frags go in the favor of Mizzou, with a lot of ultimates online here for both sides. But the numbers advantage here is in the side of Mizzou. Showstoppers available for both if they both want to go and make a hero play. But we'll have to see, as now they are locked into that corner as W Panda is on the flank and holding that. So Mizzou know exactly where they are. And here comes this Rolling Thunder. They are going to go ahead and send it. But Zilla stops it because the showstopper is just so scary. He sends it through, finds one,
Whoa.
finds two. You can't get him. You can't let him get away with this. 4 HP. The showstopper through into the pulling out the Phantom.
Easy
Finds
peasy.
that. You can't make this up. I mean, just individual plays from Zella here and there are really, you know,
Definitely.
showing off these players and how good they are individually, but also as a team.
For sure. I mean, everybody in this entire Mizzou roster has had at least one highlight play during this series, or one hero moment where they stepped up and made a big play. And it's a really unselfish play style to be able to be there to support your team, but also make a pop-off play if you're needed.
Yeah, it's one thing being good. It's another thing being good with a team.
For sure.
It's such a different
It's
game.
totally different to be a solo queue grinder versus playing at a top-level competitive 5v5
Panda,
game
one.
like this.
Looking for anything else, can't find it as he gets taken down. But he finds his one. And Froggy, Conch, Ponder on that flank. Piggy, gotta clear your corner. You gotta clear your corners, man. What did we say? What did we say? Always clear your corners. Zella's not able to find that one. 3 versus 2. But nice play
Nice.
there. Good team play with all of the Utilberg. Bismuth finds one.
Oh,
But he's
so
taken
low.
down very low. Has the TP as well. And he's going to go ahead and get on out of there. TP on over to A site. But I think they know it. It's a 2 versus 1.
Planted.
He's very low. Zoo just need to group up, play together, trade each other out, and you get another win. And you take us to match point here.
That'd be huge.
Absolutely massive. If we can win this.
All right. That's what's so great about Valorant. You know, these tense moments where you're trying to retake here.
Tense moments. You got to clear out everything. You don't know where anyone is. You got to be careful. But I think they know exactly where he is. But they're playing together.
Oh, God,
no,
please.
no ammo. Pulls out the pistol. They both do. They're both out of ammo. But
Gotta make a
good
sweat
thing
for it.
Ponder is better and a little bit faster on pulling out the sidearm. Because that's going to be able to take Mizzou to their 12th round and match point here for game number 2.
Yeah, just need 1. IU needs 4. Going for the teabag there. A little bit disrespectful, but Mizzou is just 1 round away from taking us to a 3rd map and extending this series.
Yeah.
Oh, the timeout.
And now the timeout
That's
here
smart.
from
I mean,
Indiana.
yeah.
I think that's fair. You're on a cliff right now. You're on, death's door, about to go to map 3 after, winning map 1 fairly convincingly. I mean,
Yeah, I would
you're
say
up you're up a bit. You kind of threw a little bit and, you had quite a lead. It was like the same, 8-12
sure.
right now or maybe a little bit more before Mizzou finally brought it back to 10-13. But now you're up against the wall. You're looking at a 12-8 scoreline. You can't mess up, or you take it to map number 3, which you were hoping to not have to go to. You're hoping to end it at
Could've
2.
closed it out here.
And now you're looking at number 3.
Especially with such a strong performance on defense we saw from IU on Haven. Not seeing the same results here. Mizzou able to hang on to their 4-round lead going into 8-12. 4 for 4 so far on defense, but Mizzou has done a pretty phenomenal job bringing things back after it looked like they were starting to choke it away.
Yeah,
at the
it
start of
looked
defense,
a little
but,
scary after.
You got to lose the pistol round. It's tradition.
It looked
We've lost all 4 so
a
far,
little
but
scary after that pistol.
sure.
I think maybe Mizzou
Very
needs to
convincing
go.
since then, I would
Mizzou
say.
needs to go and work on some of their pistols. Do a pistol round only game or something.
Yeah.
Is they just haven't gone their way. They're 0 for 4 right now in pistols. But you may be 0 for 4 in pistols, but the scoreboard is in your favor. So
For sure.
I think the macro overall and how you play the game, pistol is just a very small fraction. It,
Sure.
it helps. It's very nice to have. Oh my God, the timing.
That's huge
The
to be able
timing.
to save the op, though. He doesn't
He
get
gets
picked
on
off.
out of there. Panda, though.
Oh, Panda.
Panda. 1, 2. Make that 3. Not the day as Simba's able to take that down. Conch is in a...
Still got 2. I mean, you're still on the
Yeah,
advantage
still got
here.
2. Piggy able to find 1 as well. But the shorty,
shorty!
one!
Oh,
not able
not
to
able.
find the second.
1 left for IU. Mizzou could force us to a map 3. They know.
A Spike is planting, but right in the back
Nice.
of the head. You don't need to look. You're looking in the wrong way. 8-13 for Lotus map number 2. We're going the distance here for map number 3. I'm excited because these are 2 extremely good teams. This is
Yeah.
winner's bracket still.
For sure.
So whatever team loses, they still have a chance to keep playing in CVAL, to keep working their way to coming back in the loser's bracket. But you never want to have to come back from loser's bracket.
No.
You always want to go in to winner's bracket.
Especially with the amount of stacked teams there are in this tournament. You don't want to have to go down to losers and meet a really tough opponent.
Yeah,
and
you
just
don't
your
have to
season end.
go down the losers bracket and then go up against Waterloo or someone
Yeah.
in losers bracket with everything on the line, because that is kind of scary.
Very scary.
against some of these teams.
Uh-huh.
But with that, we're going to get on to map number 3 here in just a little bit. We'll be back with that real shortly. Let's go.
Production. Oh, we're
let's
on right
go.
now. Hey,
Welcome,
guys.
everybody. We're back here for game number 3. Icebox to the decider here between Mizzou and Indiana. Indiana take game number 1, 10-13 on Haven. Mizzou take their map pick of Lotus, 13-8, so a little bit more convincingly than the map number 1.
Definitely.
But we're now on to the decider, the final map here for these two teams. I'm excited.
Totally. We don't usually see Icebox as a decider map. More commonly, we see Haven as map number 3. Mizzou used to prio that Icebox pick in maps number 1 and 2, but seeing it third here, see what they can do for a really amazing series so far.
They've shifted their maps a little bit. They used to be very much Icebox fans, Haven fans. They've kind of shifted over to Lotus now, as we saw last map, and then Pearl.
Yeah,
which
the
I'm
Pearl is very
was banned. Considering it didn't get through, as Indiana probably watched our stream last time and saw the Yoru Pearl text.
Yeah, it's true. We kind of dunked on KU on Pearl a couple times too. If they
That
were
is
watching,
also true. That is
watching
also
that
true.
stream, if anybody was still tuning in there for the Border Clash stream, but getting into it here against Indiana for all the marbles. Map number 3. It's hype.
This is where it is. All the marbles are on the table here. This isn't elimination. Both whatever team loses, they still losers bracket.
Yeah,
but you don't want to have to go down to losers bracket.
No,
you don't want to have to. You'd rather stay up as long as you can.
The amount of stacked Valorant organizations in collegiate there are right now is absolutely insane. Mizzou being one of them, Indiana being one of them. But if you drop into losers, you've chance running into some of the best teams in the country because everybody here is a heavyweight. There's no favorable matchup.
Yeah, there's no easy weeks anymore.
No.
Everything is going to be
crunch
tough.
time.
It is crunch time. It is. You gotta play your heart out. You gotta put everything on the line. Because one loss could mean the end of your C-Val season. As we see some early Mizzou aggression over here towards this B site.
MIZ aggression. That's pairing with MIZ Piggy. It is not something we see very often. Mizzou, unless they have their backs against the wall, tend to play more passive. Not really a power rush onto a point team. But
it's play a little bit more
very slow here, yeah.
A little bit slow, looking for picks, looking for people to overextend, and this might be the one to find it as
chip damage.
The chip damage comes out. Good dodge on the flash, and good break of the knife through that wall. Spots it, because a little bit of a clipping thing, but I mean, we take what we can get. Intended game design.
Got the Sova, and it's not coming out from Crinkle.
Yeah, we missed the Crinkle
yeah,
Sova.
we missed MIZ Crinkle. Wish he was here on the cast.
I do believe he's out with
an
important meeting right now with some members out towards Kansas.
No, he's actually in Kentucky talking to SEC, pulling some stuff together. But
he's doing some important stuff right now. Love to have him on the cast, though. Great player. Great person in general.
For sure. We love
Piggy,
Blake. We love Blake.
The right click, not able to find anything. Drop is able to find it. Not able to find one as well. The Panda's still alive up here. And it's down to 2 members here. Spike is taking away. It's not planted for you. You gotta go, and unfortunately, you gotta go into that. Waiting bullets here of Simba. And we're gonna keep this streak alive of Mizzou 0-5 right now in pistol rounds.
Well, you know, it's not so much an issue as long as you can play well afterwards. It's unfortunate that Mizzou doesn't seem to be able to get a pistol round victory here. Putting their backs against the wall to start every single game, every single side switch as well. But not impossible for them to build on some momentum even after dropping the pistol.
Yeah, not impossible for them. They've done it before. They've come back on some of these, when they're a little bit behind in the early portions of the game. But, I mean, they brought it back. They've at least made every game close, if not a win. We'll have to see how they can do it again. We see a Stinger here for Piggy. We see some Sheriffs as well as A-Site. They've just got this wall here on the Viper. Toxic screen is Froggy going for something. Zella is able to find Anders, so that's going to be that first frag here from Mizzou. Spike gets planted as well. And now Piggy's going to be able to find one of his own, so that's going to be a 3 versus 5 here. Looking for something. Be Smooth able to find Zella. That's his name, not Bismuth. My apologies to the Indiana players, but it doesn't matter because Piggy takes down Be Smooth. They're not smooth enough because Froggy is able to find a second one. Now 1 versus 2. And Druff sliver of HP.
They have like
a
literally
tickle,
1 HP.
A wind, a faint breeze would push him over, and Marshall's
Yeah,
going to do it instead. Finally, the force-up works here for Mizzou. They're able to pick up round number 2. And very, very interesting. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen the lose pistol round, win second round strat.
Yeah.
It's a patent strat from Mizzou.
For sure.
It's the first time they've actually pulled it out. They do it against a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
It's you lose pistol to win the next round because you're just better than them.
Yeah. Meta has shifted around, but seeing some picks for Mizzou here we don't often see on Icebox. We're seeing a Sage pick for Mizzou, which we never saw, I think, through the first entire...
Sage, though, is stable on Icebox just because of the wall on B and walls on A.
Definitely.
It makes it so much easier to plant because you can't get spammed down as much.
It's the adaptability, because we didn't see that from Mizzou in the past. And now that we do have MIZ Crinkle gone, we have Ponder on his patented Silva.
And
see what he can do.
Hopefully he's learned some lineups here from Crinkle Blake. It's nice there by Zella, able to find out Simba looking the wrong way. Now, a little bit of poke, but not too much. Just chip damage onto a couple members, but it doesn't really matter because you can heal it right on back up with Sage if you wanted to.
That's true.
But look at the rotates here from Indiana. All 4 members were rotated over towards the A side, and B is wide open, and now Mizzou's reading that is going to go ahead and run over to B.
Good shift from Mizzou if they can get the plant down. Got 2 sets of walls blocking off Piggy so he can get that plant down.
2 sets of walls, but that's the power of Sage here on Icebox on this attacking side. That plant is so easy and so free, but you got to be careful with the flank because 2 members of Indiana are on their way. Zella makes sure that's only 1 now as B Smooth falls. And it's all up to Druff. Gets the dink, but they trade a lot of damage back and forth. And Conch makes sure that Druff doesn't solo anything here. Froggy, there goes Conch. Ponder able to find 1. Anders finds something, but 1 is all he finds as Panda makes sure that he gets a frag of his own on the round.
Early lead here for Mizzou. 2-1. Not something we've seen before, evidently, because they have dropped the round after the pistol round each and every other time. But Mizzou up 2-1 early. Great team play I've seen so far. We had some angles being covered. Zella not able to take out both members of IU who were pushing on that flank. Gets covered by, I believe it was Conch, who was standing above.
Yep, Conch and Zella, nice job there playing together on the flank. One thing to note is Indiana has already purchased up that operator, so the round 4 operator online. But Mizzou do have the resurrection available on Sage, so if they do get picked out, they can make it a 4 versus or 5 versus 5 again, or possibly turn the advantage, maybe going from a 4 versus 4 into a 5 versus 4. If you go 1 for 1 on a trade, very powerful ultimate to swing the tide of games and rounds. But we'll have to see. Because you don't know that operator is online right now. They might have an idea that he could buy it. Just looking at the money situation, but they don't know where it's positioned, and they gotta be very careful. Because the one-shot hand cannon could spell the end for someone. Yeah,
you know, the #1 way to find out they have an op is to get immediately headshot by one.
Yes, the easiest way to find out that they have an op is to die for it. or to
hopefully not the case that we see here. We see this rotate over to A site push. Still all 5 members of both teams remaining. Not for long, looks like.
But now they know the op is there. But B Smooth takes down 1 and Panda finds the trade. Piggy is down, so no resurrection available online for these fights.
30 seconds left.
But it doesn't matter because there goes Simba. Sayonara, see you later. Azavenya. Zella finds his meeker too as Anders takes that. 3 versus 3. Spike's still not down yet. But now it gets planted, and there's going to be a Viper's Pit.
Ooh, interesting.
Very big ultimate used, and there goes Onder. He is taken down, but presence detected, but they know that the Viper's going to be playing somewhere in the pit. It's just a given as Conch is able to find 1 as well. Now 2 versus 2. Viper's Pit makes it so hard for Indiana. Very big ultimate invested here by Mizzou, but I think it's worth it to win out this round.
It's creeping up.
Creeping up indeed. But there is Conch. Finds 1 before getting traded out, but he's 1 HP.
Nice.
And there's W Panda with the 3K, able to make sure that he picks up 3 for his team and for himself that round.
So well played by Mizzou. Great use of the Viper's Pit to tip the scales a little bit in Mizzou's favor in what looks like it's an even 3 versus 3, and then eventually a 2 versus 2.
And
Great
a
coverage.
1 versus 1.
Yeah,
And
1 versus 1. If you're in a Viper's Pit against a Viper, doesn't
it's
look so
very
good for
scary.
you.
Walking into a Viper's Pit is one of the most terrifying things because Viper could be anywhere.
Yes.
And you are slowly decaying down to 1 HP.
Especially when you're trying to defuse, too.
Yes.
Not very fun.
Not fun indeed. It
Very
is
fun for Mizzou.
very fun for Mizzou and very fun for the Viper player.
That's true.
But now we see, because of that round win, Indiana forced onto another save. They invested very heavy with an early operator, which was taken down by some nice placed shots there from Zella as he dashed onto the back of that site. But that was Zella making some space for the Ponder over here. Nice start there. Spots a lot of information. Oh,
Whoop.
spots out the Viper, and there
Nice.
it gets shut down. Anders is no more for this world as there it goes. Zella up top, drops down, dashes into a wall. All of the fun jet stuff that you do. But with that wall broken, it's a little bit scary to try and plant. A nice knife there gets immediately broken, so no one gets detained
Good
or
shooting.
suppressed. And Zella makes sure that he
Wow.
finds 2 more as Simba meets his maker once again at the hands of Zella.
One enemy remaining.
There's the nice lurk
Flawless.
and a nice flawless
done.
round here. Panda makes sure Druff cannot solo because he is once again the last member alive for Indiana, as it seems to be the case.
Pretty much every round we're seeing that be the case, but awesome to see a flawless with Mizzou. You know, you're building on momentum. There's 4 in a row. We haven't seen him win more than 4 rounds before, but you have all the momentum in the world after pulling off a flawless. Looking very strong here on the attack, forcing IU into situations that doesn't seem like they're fully comfortable on. You have lots of players finding those clutch shots, those coin flip plays, going in Mizzou's favor. So,
Yeah,
well done so far.
You have a lot of very nice shots here from the team. Able to start off strong with a 4 rounds here, 3-round lead, and 4 rounds in a row because they lost pistol and then won the second round.
We got to lose the pistol.
Yeah, lose pistol, win
tradition.
win second round strat. It's a standard.
The tactical throw from
Yeah.
University of Missouri to make IU feel overconfident.
As once again we see this spike plant here in the corner. Gets it down. Piggy gets on out of there too. It does get tagged up a little bit just from the snake bite, but doesn't matter because now here is that lockdown to stall out this post plant. Make sure that they cannot get on to this spike, and it's going to just keep ticking away, and it's going to be so hard. It's still so much time here for Mizzou. But there is the null command here. Some flashes come through, but W Panda is able to find Druff. Zella gets spotted out, but he's not able to find anything. Simba is able to find something. There's going to be Optic taken down, but nobody's able to find some more. He's down to 1. 1 versus 2. Spike is ticking away, and there is Simba with the operator in hand. Spike ticking away. Does he have time?
Oh,
Fractions of a second.
0.23.
VALORANT is a game of inches. 0.23 seconds is all that remains on the clock. Fraction of a second later on to the defuse, and that round goes the way of Mizzou. If you stalled the bomb plant just a little bit longer. Very, very close round. Very close by both sides. Some big ultimates invested for both sides as well. Lockdown used along with the null command. So those are not going to be online for a little bit longer. But I will say Indiana, because they haven't used a lot of ultimates, they have a lot of ultimates online right now. 4 of them, to be a matter of fact.
For sure. Indiana getting one back after dropping 4. Ooh, and picking up Zella immediately.
But
Immediate
there's that
revive, you know,
resurrection.
that's why you
Back
pick Sage.
online.
Yeah, you do have to use the ultimate there, but definitely worthwhile to bring back that Jet, who we've seen pop off time and time again.
Revealing area.
Oh, but Conch is in a really good spot here. Oh, but Simba once again takes the double kill with the operator. A nice collateral. They don't know that Panda's here. And he might actually have a timing here on the mid, on the B smooth. Oh,
the trigger discipline.
the trigger discipline. I love this. 1, 2.
Yes!
Back to back. Make sure he finds those 2. Beautiful trigger discipline there from the team. And now he's going to regroup with his Sage here.
Poison's off.
and go for this B play. Finds a little bit of information, but that's just information, nothing else. Oh, the shots come through, but not able to find anything. And now Spike's going to get planted. This round was looking very scary for Mizzou, but now it's a little bit scarier as the resurrection comes through. Druff brings back B Smooth, and he has that Hunter's Fury for this post plant.
To force out the resurrection in a round that looked totally doomed is still decent for Mizzou. It looked like you were just going to take this round. Could potentially be a flawless
That is
for
true.
IU.
But also, Spike is still planted.
That's true.
Still down.
You could have
and
good
there's
Spike
Panda
defense.
finding two more. Panda with the ace, the 3K at the end. W Panda is his name, and W is the game. Bringing that back from the clutches of Indiana. I mean, that is absolutely insane. He finds two with a great lurk, and then backs around through mid to lurk again to find three more. Almost a 6K.
Yeah.
If it wasn't stolen away by Piggy, but I don't think he cares. He takes the 5K away anyway.
Yeah, so well played by W Panda. You know, he's got W in his name, refuses to give up and lose that round. Pulls off the ace.
Yeah, W Panda bringing a big W to his team tonight with that play. And now Mizzou is once again in the driver's seat.
See what they're able to do here. That's very deflating if you're IU. Looks like a round that's easily cleaned up for you.
There goes Conch, taken down by Opted. What is that mid play? Tried to find another lurk through mid, not this time, unfortunately. Indiana's starting to get aware of the lurks through mid. They're starting to put a little bit more pressure there. Oh, but unfortunately, playing very nicely around that wall, but Froggy's able to find Druff. So that's going to be a trade, and there's going to be the presence detected. Does get the suppression. That's going to be a 3-frame. It's all up to Zella. He needs to go big or go home. There's the Blade Storm online here as well. Blades go wide. 6 bullets. Does have the reload and is in a good position. Spike down. Not in a good spot for him. Gets a little bit more information. Knows that there's 3 members here, and they're just playing around. They're playing so well, playing off of each other. There's one, not able to find anything else. That's how you trade out your teammates, and Anders picks up that round here. 3-5, close rounds.
From the front.
Very, very back and forth here. W Panda showing up 13-4 right now for himself. Has the Viper's Pit online once again, and Snow gonna go ahead and call that timeout here for the team.
Yeah, even in the round that we did see W Panda get his ace, it was IU favored all the way until the very end. You are able to clutch it out mechanically, but if you're Mizzou, you really need to talk a little bit more about your macro decisions and what your strategy is here to try to pull away from IU. You had this big lead, able to take 4 rounds in a row after, of course, losing the pistol round, because you know you gotta lose the pistol round.
You gotta lose.
But see if they're able to keep building on this momentum, hang on to the lead. It's only 2 rounds now. We'd like to see that grow. You know, this is the Mizzou Esports broadcast. We do want Mizzou to pull it out, but some phenomenal Valorant by both teams being played through all 3 of these maps.
Yep, really good Valorant from both of these teams. Both of them are very, very good teams.
Yeah.
For a reason.
That's why we're in top 8 of CVAL. Like, come on.
Yeah, this is top 8 of CVAL. I mean, and both of these teams are trying to make it to top 4 in the winners bracket right now.
For sure. You got to stay in winners bracket for as long as you can, but neither of these teams will be eliminated with a loss here. Just don't want to go down to losers, face a strong team down there as well, as we're getting back into it here after the timeout from Snow. 5-3 Mizzou. Map number 3 is Icebox. Map number 1 went over to IU. We saw map 2 go over to Mizzou. And Icebox here to finish us out.
Yeah, Icebox is the decider, and it is going to be a decider because both of these teams do not want to give this up. This Panda all buys on some. You got to be careful because there's Druff able to find that. That smoke's down now. But Mizzou's got to go ahead and make a fast play out here. The smoke not able to get it right as Zella gets taken down. But there's going to be the refrag there. Piggy finds something back at least. But it's still going to be a 3 versus 4. Goes for the fake plant. And there's going to be the Hunter's Fury. And there's going to be the counter one trying to find that pick out. Finds it actually. Nice play there by Ponder. He has learned a lot here from Blake Crinkle.
Haven't we all?
And that's going to make things a 3 versus 3. Make that a 3 versus 2. Because the fragment from the KO. It's a 2 versus 2. Or 2 versus 1. Spike still in an interesting place.
I got the spike.
Does pick it up. Conch has the operator, has Spike. 30 seconds left.
30
He's got to be
seconds
very
left.
careful.
Oh, man. Let's see what his strategy is here. He has to try to go on for a little bit of a fake, trying to force him to approach here. See if he takes the high or the low angle.
He's going to go ahead and plant. So Spike gets planted. But now this is where the individual skill shines. Fortunately, does not shine today as Opted takes him down. Very, very close round here. Started off in the favor of Indiana as they were able to find W Panda on that lurking flank, but they do pick up the round, and Opted is able to pick up an operator here for his teammate.
Yeah, these two teams so close to each other. 5-4, still in Mizzou's favor, but this could go either way, honestly. This is Mizzou's attack, which we've seen them be stronger on, at least through these last couple maps. They would have to pull out a very strong defense, which we saw a stronger defense in the previous map, but obviously attack does get to dictate the flow of the game, so
Yeah.
Mizzou would like to win as many rounds as they can here. Potentially get us back up to the 8-4 that we saw in map
It's still
number
possible.
Yes.
It's still very much possible, but Simba
Oof.
finding nobody.
That's not what you want to see.
That is definitely not what you want to see. As
Game of chicken.
ooh, just on the other side of that wall, looking right at each other. They had wall hacks that see each other, but Be Smooth finds one and Opted finds one as well before Drux falls. Nice dash out for Zella, gets him to safety. Still has Bladestorm online and available if he wants to make a play with it. Needs to go big or go home, and Bladestorm is definitely the utility to do that with.
Yeah, and Zella is, pop-off player. He can string together a lot of kills. We saw W Panda do it this round. Potentially could see it from Zella here. 2 against 4, though. Tough to even get a plant down.
Yeah, but if you do, Viper's Pit online,
That's true.
terrifying to deal with.
Yes, Bladestorm in the Viper's Pit. Not very fun to approach into. See if they can get onto this B site as they're rotating back over. Most of IU still positioned over on A.
You got to be careful of that operator. It's back in the corner.
Left.
It's not looking at the
Timing
exact
between
point.
these players. It's a game of seconds. And there's going to be that Viper's Pit that we were talking about, going to get dropped here.
Interesting. I guess they are confident in the Bladestorm Viper's Pit combo.
10 seconds left.
Oh, they knew that it was going to be planted on the corner. And Zella.
Oh, he's ready.
Zella's ready for it.
Nice.
Finds the angle, finds the shoulder of Simba. Taken down. There's going to be the counters Viper's Pit. Things are going to get crazy as the double Viper's Pit means that no one can walk around as Zella's on the flank, finds it. But unfortunately, W Panda gets shot with the recon dart, which as a Viper in a Viper's Pit almost always is certain doom. They brought it back. It was close. They burned some big ultimates there and just popping the Viper's Pit. But unfortunately, that means Indiana's going to tie it up 5-5.
Oh, man. So close between these two. 5-5. Looking at 2 more rounds. We're seeing another timeout here. These two teams really grasping at whatever they can, trying to pull together whatever strategy. What do you think Mizzou has to... I'm no super Valorant player, but what kind of strategy do you think Mizzou's going to implement here?
The big thing is right now is that operator is causing a lot of problems. It's getting in the first pick a lot of these rounds, which is immediately putting Mizzou on the back foot. I think finding out where this operator is and playing around where it is going to be the play, because if you can find it, you know that it's there. You can rotate around. You can rotate around it. If it's B, go A. If it's A, go B. Or if you know it's there, you can hard force onto it and force it away and force it back. Because as an operator, you get one shot before you have problems.
Yeah.
And if you miss your one shot and you get a jet dashing on you and forcing on you, it's really hard to deal with because they have a Vandal or a Phantom and you have an op. You miss your shot, you're essentially dead.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll have to see. That's going to be the big thing I want to see Mizzou take away and start playing for, is finding the operator and playing around it.
Definitely. As we're getting back into it here, 5-5 between these two teams, going the distance here on Icebox. 3 rounds in a row for IU. Mizzou leading 4-1 at one point during this map. Now all tied up at 5.
Yeah, all tied up 5-5. Zella rifle in hand. Other members not so much. looking for something, trying to scout out this operator like we were talking about. Doing a couple jiggle peek, jump peeks, trying to see if they take the bait, but operator's not here. It's going to be posted onto B site. And in fact, A site is given almost entirely open here as
Might see some action in mid.
Zella and
That
Piggy
doesn't
are
look
able to just walk out on the site, get this spike planted, and now get to play for this retake. And they have the Killjoy Molly's Nanoswarms up online on it. And they can even lock down, and there it is. There's going to be the lockdown. That's going to make this attack so much harder.
Wow.
Simba and Be Smooth are able to find so much, but the defuse just comes on through. They don't even care about the lockdown. They're just forcing it through. Unfortunate there for Mizzou. They finally dropped the lead from the first round, 6-5.
Yeah, that's not something you want to do. Is waste that Killjoy ultimate and then drop the round. You know, walk directly into the crosshairs of members of IU. You really do not want to have that happen. I'm hoping that, you know, through the timeout talks with Snow and their defensive strategy, able to figure out something here on the swap. If you're able to tie it up here with your last round on attack while you can still dictate the pace of the game, that will be ideal. You don't want to be at a 2-round disadvantage headed into defense where IU can use their own strategy.
Here comes this Hunter's Fury. Finding something. Simba finds Froggy through that smoke. Doesn't matter, but there's going to be the resurrection. There's the dash trying to bait out the shot. They know someone's towards the back. They're trying to force this hard. They're trying to force it fast. Andres is able to find one. Conch is full blinded. Can't see anything, but Panda and Honda are able to find something. Plant still not down yet, but now it will be.
Okay.
As Simba is able to find Piggy. Now it's a 2 versus 3. Both members of Mizzou a little bit low, but here comes this Hunter's Fury. They're trying to find something, but all he's going to find is a bullet from Be Smooth. W Panda is all that's left, but Druff shuts it down 7-5. Mizzou closer than the other first halves.
It's true.
But not the way you want to see, especially how things started off early.
No, you don't want to see him start 4-1 and then end up being behind 7-5. You know, win 6-1 after starting 4-1. Not the angle you're looking for, but you know, it does feel like a whole different game when you switch sides, you switch to defense. A lot of what Mizzou had to deal with in that round was those. We had 4 defuse ones in a row, 3 or 4 wins from IU in a row by defusing the spike. So Mizzou unsuccessful in terms of that defense, but now in the more traditional position of trying to stop IU from taking this series on map number 3.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Mizzou is able to hold out on the defense here. See them pick up a pistol round because they haven't done so this entire series yet.
I sure hope. You don't want to just
They're
be down 8-5 to
so far. Hopefully make it 1-5 and not 0-6 on pistol rounds. But if they do lose pistol, there's always lose pistol, win next round.
That's true.
Good strat. That's not how you want to start it out. As Simba takes the head off of Zella. Start things off.
It's just it's something that you don't really think about in the moment because pistol round kind of feels like a crapshoot. Everybody runs at each other and just shoots the best they can. But if they do end up dropping this, they're down 5-4 now. You can think about it. That's 6 rounds that you pretty much handed away for almost nothing. And a lot of those rounds came with other rounds immediately following momentum for IU. So Mizzou has put themselves in a hole of starting each and every single side swap.
Yeah, and they've started out in a hole once again as immediately starting off with Piggy and Froggy are making sure that hole is not the wrong one.
That's one way to put
it's not our hole. It's actually Indiana's hole that
true.
they're digging as all of the kills right now are going to Mizzou besides that first one.
One
now
enemy remaining.
There's another one, and it's
Oh,
all
come on,
up to Be Smooth. Please don't throw it. Piggy, make sure he doesn't throw it.
Piggy with the 3K
and there
to
it
shut
is.
us up.
It only took 6 pistol rounds, but we did it. We got a pistol. Mizzou can do it.
It's a good sign. IU's doomed. You heard it here first.
It's over now.
Yeah, it's pistol round. Still a bit of a crapshoot. Feels good for Mizzou to break that momentum that IU clearly had at the end of their side on defense, but obviously we're going to see people pick up real guns this round instead of just a bunch of pistols. Mizzou, if we follow the script, which we've seen the script for this round.
Yeah, we've seen the script.
If we follow the script here, then Mizzou should be favored to pick up this next round and tie us up at 7-7. But we'll see if they're able to do so. Seeing a lot of members of IU pushing up here towards mid.
Yeah, they're going through this too, but
Nice.
there we go. Oh no, Simba is able to find Panda as well, so it's a 1-for-1 trade in the end. But a lot of damage was done.
Oh, he has an idea where
They're
they
all
are.
in kitchen. And there's Conch able to find another one. Froggy is able to find the back of Druff. And now he's able to find Simba as well.
He's all the way back in spawn.
He's all the way back in his spawn.
Take flight.
Baiting his team in Icebox? Yes. He's baiting his team in Icebox. Is this map?
Yes,
in
that
kitchen.
is this map.
Yes, kitchen. I just forgot the name for a second.
Yeah, not exactly cooking.
But Zella's got an operator. And there's the dash. Oh, no scope,
Oh,
not
he's going
one.
for the quick go.
No scope
Oh,
number 2 is good for it. And Mizzou, don't throw pistol round bonus.
Hey,
You win 1, you win 2.
you know, clutch players clutch up at clutch moments.
Yes.
And that's what we're seeing here. Tied 7-7. Top 8 CVAL. Winners bracket. Two great teams. There are some places I'd rather be tonight, but this has been a fantastic series to be on the cast here with my buddy Andrew. Watching Mizzou be real competitive here.
Yeah, watching Mizzou bring home another dub for the school and for themselves.
Yeah.
As Panda, as the judge runs in, is able to find one before getting taken down by
Almost two.
Opted. Oh, Conch has this sheriff. Can go crazy. We've seen some crazy sheriff shots from some players today.
For sure.
W Panda had one last map with the 3K that won them around. So hopefully see them do it again.
Placing swarm grenade.
As Icebox, for the attacking side at least, unless you have some sort of explosive comp, is a relatively slow map.
Well,
Well,
it
that's-
is an icebox, you know, you're slow here.
It is ice. Ice, statistically in most video games, is a slowing debuff or CC.
Oh, this guy's video game knowledge immense here on the casting desk, as looks like we're seeing IU move towards a B side hit here.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be a B site hit in the end. Oh, that's a lot of info that Conch just gathered. That's 3 members. And the swarm grenades as well to try and stall. 30 seconds left. And Anders is able to find nobody. A nice lurk through mid. But unfortunately, you're lurking a little bit wrong because you're finding a back of the head shot. Zella's able to find one with this Marshall
corner.
Marshall menace here. And because of that, Piggy actually gets a gun upgrade. That's going to be a Vandal in his hands.
Oh, I can see through the little crack right there.
Just a little crack. He has his own wall. And he's going to go ahead and drop it. I don't know if that actually landed properly as the updraft. I don't know if that was intended. Piggy is not looking in the right spot.
He just wanted to see everybody, you know?
Opted, finds him in the back. Zilla maybe got a little bit too excited there.
That's
finding
true.
a Vandal, thinking that it was actually a Blade Storm.
For sure.
Vandal is not accurate if you're in the air. The Blade Storm is. Fun fact. This is Valorant knowledge.
Valorant knowledge for those of you out here who aren't as Valorant savvy.
Don't run and gun. Don't run and gun.
Don't run and gun.
Unless it's a shotgun.
Come on, guys. What is this?
Unless
Overwatch?
it's a shotgun
Give me a break.
or Spectre. Then you can run and gun.
Yeah, this is not Overwatch. This is CVAL top 8.
Here.
8-7. See what IU pulls out here. Looking like an A-side hit. This is very dangerous for Piggy. Oh, he's in our...
Oh, we get some info. And that's going to be the dart tag as well on the Piggy. Let's get spotted up a little bit. And there's going to be that 0 point to shut down Ponder as well. But he doesn't burn the Aldron, which is a very important thing. Very important use of utility on the agent of Sova. And now we just wait. We play slow. We play calm. Zella has that operator. Very powerful in the hands of a very good jet player.
Oh, yes.
And here comes this Aldron. It's going to get some crucial information. Spots one. They get the tag as well. There's the blind. There's the updraft. Not able to find the flick this time. Both jets dash to safety, dash away. As there comes a second null command.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Panda finds something before getting taken down, and Zella's able to find a refrag. Goes for the wall.
Close.
Bang. Was right on him, but a little bit too thick of an object.
I don't think he knows that he's back there in that corner.
3 versus 3. Gotta be careful.
Oh, neither of them know. Piggy's going first.
You gotta watch your left. You gotta watch the left.
Oh,
The
Zella
cover
backs
from the
into
snake.
it. He's making tons of progress
the cover,
on the defuse.
though. The dash. It's all up to Piggy.
Oh, Piggy.
1 versus 2. Bomb is half, though. 1.
Oh,
There's
Piggy.
2. He can just stick this.
MIZ Piggy.
It doesn't even matter. He can just stick it.
Let's go. Ties it at 8.
Clutch for Piggy.
And
Finds
he gets
the
the
last
kill, too.
frag in the end. Piggy coming through. Absolutely clutch player. Health science, and he knows exactly how much
Well, that's
HP
why
he
he's
needs to win that.
playing the Sage. You know, he's
Yeah, he's
health
playing
science
the
major.
Sage.
He's got
he's a health science major. He's healing his teams on the Sage. It's a perfect pick for him.
And for sure, ties us up at 8. The clutch there. Getting the diffuse. Last member of IU, a little bit too far away to contest. Finds that kill hanging on the rope, but IU going once again for this fast A-side push.
Anders was in the middle of nowhere there. I mean, like way back in spawn with Spike not planted for you, and you don't have anything to stop that defuse. I mean, honestly, well played on Piggy for winning that round, but we're going to get things real quickly started here as there comes the null command, there comes an owl drone, and you are in a very predicament right now.
What a mess.
And Ponder. But
Piggy with 2.
Piggy finds 2, doesn't even matter. One of them in the Fortnite stage though, so could get revived, but I don't know if they're going to be able to. As the like wall bang comes through, Piggy able to pick up that 1 HP on this last member, falling with the bulldog, tries to find just 1 tag with the dart.
What a shot!
Panda on the flank here, 1 HP on the Sova. These are the tense
Tiptoeing
moments.
over to B side.
These are the tense moments of Valorant when both members are so low.
And you know, both these players, you know, you don't want to go down to losers bracket. There's definitely some nerves.
Oh, he hears the
that go into
defuse. Or
this.
here's the spike plant.
He may have seen it.
Knows. And there
Nice,
it is.
what a shot.
Easy shot. Easy
He
round.
stops for the.
Stops for a second, listening to his team. His team says, hey, there's an operator. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. He has plenty of time. He's going to go pick that up for his teammate Zella.
Go for a leisurely stroll.
Go for a leisurely stroll. He's got the new VCT knife. He's going to go ahead and spin it around. Do some cool knife tricks before picking up that round. Very good round. Very close.
Yes.
But in the end, does go in the way of Mizzou. And because of that, Mizzou take it to 9. Take the lead right on back.
It's
A little
just,
bit of BM, tactical crouching.
for sure. When all players are, you know, these are a bunch of college kids. It's not, we're not sitting here with professionals, and while they do play at a professional level, some extremely talented players in this lobby, you have to factor in that a lot of people haven't, a lot of these teams are newly put together. People are introduced to these tense moments, these plays pushed to their absolute limit. So it's really about who can put together those clutch plays.
Zella and Panda, both new players. Zella has played before, but
Zella has. I think they
Zella
had
has
some, they had
played,
some
but he
wins
took a little bit of
against
a break.
some
But
very
W
big
Panda
teams last
is a
time.
new member to the roster.
It's true. Coming over from Columbia College.
Yeah, and a great player.
Oh,
Good
for
pickup
sure.
from Mizzou.
Made some incredible plays in this game. We saw the ace a little bit earlier.
Yeah, almost an ace. It was technically an ace.
Sure, it's an ace.
There
yeah.
was a revive.
He got 5
He got
kills.
5. It could have been a 6K.
That's true.
If Piggy didn't steal it.
Yeah, MIZ Piggy, just a menace.
Yeah.
Both the IU and W Panda's dreams of securing a 6K.
Here
Hunter's
comes
Fury.
this Hunter's Fury. Actually gets a tag. Might find the kill here. Not this time, but does get a little bit of damage out.
You do get that heal out from the IU Sage.
But does break the shield if anything. Panda's got to be careful. Speaking of Panda, we were talking about him earlier.
Oh,
and
my
he's so good as
goodness.
Piggy finds opted 2 and walls off that push entirely, stalls them in their tracks. Mizzou had 5 ultimates this round, burned 1, and still have 4 more. So they are in a very good spot here right now, especially considering they just got the first 2 frags of the round. Ooh, but Simba, nice shot there with that Sheriff, able to take the head off of Biggie. Put a dome in his head real quick.
They just have to keep playing smart here. You know, you are numbers favored. In theory, you should win this 100% of the time if you can play smart, not get freaked out, and hit your shots.
Yeah, you play smart. You have ultimates too if you really need to use them on this round, but you shouldn't. I mean,
Spike planted.
Ooh.
it's just one. I think it's just to secure the round.
Revealing area.
Make sure that they get this round.
Hoping they can.
Nice shot there.
Good
Good spray
shooting.
control there from Ponder.
Well
And
done.
now they're just all
Nice.
running for the hills. And they can run no longer because they are nothing but corpses in the snow. As the defuse comes through here. Easy round here. 22 seconds left on that clock. Not even close. And Mizzou take it to 10.
Yeah, double digits for Mizzou. 3 rounds away from closing us out here on Icebox. IU has shown so much fight. Even all these rounds where it looks like it's one-sided, 4 members of Mizzou living at the end of that one. It's been so close. You know, so many of those close plays, they've tended to go in MU's favor, but we saw IU win lots of rounds there at the end of the previous side. So hoping Mizzou can find 3 before they find 5.
Hopefully they can find 3. And Panda's going to make sure they don't find this B site because he's going to lock it down with that Viper's Pit. Needs to dodge out of this drone. Does get spotted though. It has to be careful it doesn't get sprayed through smoke. But that's going to open up this site. But nobody's here to find something before he gets taken down. And Druff is able to find Panda too. And there's going to be the revive. So Simba back alive, 3 versus 5. And there's no real way for the revive to come
Spike
through.
planted.
You're waiting. Trying to find something. 5 versus 3. Scary retake here from Mizzou. They want to pick up this round if they can. Oh, a nice shot there.
Okay.
Froggy going crazy. There's 2. Gets the dart as well. Does get broken, but gets a
can
little
see the
bit of
gun.
information. Spots out 1. But Zella
Okay.
is there to back him up. This is Mizzou roster. Zella picks up a second. The defuse. He's sticking. It doesn't matter. Injuries can molly the ball all he wants, but Biggie is unafraid of it as he picks up the 11th for Mizzou. They threw that round.
They did.
Indiana had everything. They had the numbers. They
5
had Spike
against 3.
planted, and they
You use
threw
a
it.
revive. It's-
Beautiful shots there by Ponder to bring it back into a 3 versus 3. And the confidence, the balls that Piggy has to stick the spike, knowing that
The absolute balls on
that Piggy
MIT
has,
Piggy.
that Zilla's got his back. He's got the smoke to stick it through the molly. It doesn't even matter. Snakebite not dealing enough. And because of that, Mizzou pick up 11. They're 1 away from matching series points here.
It's so tense between these two. See who can make the plays we need to win. That's not a throw you want to see if you're IU. Now 2 rounds away for Mizzou. If you're IU, you need to try to string some wins together here. If you keep trading rounds back and forth, it's going to be MU favored.
Yeah, but here comes the Viper's Pit, and along with the wall. But Panda able to find Simba randomly through the smoke. That's going to make things a little bit easier. Viper's Pit, though, still up. Still very, very scary to deal with. And there goes B Smooth through the smoke as well. Spike still not planted in this Viper's Pit. They're stalling so long. They're so scared of all of these shots that are coming through wildly and blindly. Spike gonna get planted, but there goes
Another random
Ponder
shot through the
again.
smoke.
Piggy finding Druff, and it's all down to Anders. He's stuck in the Viper's Pit. He could play this very well. Spike's still not down though. Time ticking away until 4 versus 1. And it doesn't matter because Zella has his back. Zella gets him as he's trying to go for a play. And Mizzou are on series point here to win 8 here. 8 to 12 right now to win 2-1 here on this series. And keep Mizzou alive in this upper bracket of CVAL.
I'm just so impressed by I've seen a lot of not great Valorant teams. You know, when Mizzou Valorant's playing through these leagues, we see a lot of teams that are questionable. IU not one of them. IU's played amazing. But the thing I noticed about Mizzou Valorant is just their team play is incredible. Any member of Mizzou Valorant can pull it together, make that clutch play that you need to win the round. And if you can trust all 5 of your guys to make that kind of play, then you're in fantastic shape.
Oh, think of fantastic shooter. Druff finds Conch there, trying to go for a play. A little bit of a hero play, and because of that, now Mizzou's going to be on the back foot here. 4 versus 5. So hoping to end it here before it gets a little bit closer.
Spike planted.
See what their approach is here. Ponder Rolling in. Oh, Piggy's down.
Opted, able to find one, make that 2. All up to Panda and Zella, but there goes 1. Zella able to find 1.
8 HP in a dream.
8 HP in a dream, but I don't think his dream is to win this round. I think his dream is just to try and survive a little bit longer. Oh. But he only survives about half a second after I say that because Druff is there to make sure that he does not save the operator.
For sure.
Got it.
9-12 in Mizzou's favor. May want to consider. They still have their timeout from this round as well. So if you do drop this next round, I would heavily consider for Mizzou to take a timeout. Know that you just have to win 1 round. You can close this out. IU playing on the back foot here. They're the ones that have to go for these risky, aggressive plays. Try to find a way to win.
IU knows that they can't make a mistake. They can't give up anything to Mizzou. Zella, Bladestorm online. Mizzou still have a full buy this round. And they have the Resurrection available if things are needed. Meanwhile, Zella forced to dash away. Does get tagged up just a little bit, but gets to safety relatively easy. And they have Resurrection if they ever need it. Meanwhile, Indiana is also able to pick up their own Resurrection along with Hunter's Fury, which was previously online.
So tense right now.
So tense, back and forth. No team wants to make that first mistake. They give up that first blood because that could spell doom for your chances.
The silent moments of Valorant like this are where the tension builds up so much. Everybody here does not want to go down to the losers bracket, but only one team can stay on the winner's side of top 8.
Everyone is terrified as Zella gets taken down very, very low. The drone spots out too, gets some information. Spike gets planted. We got another 5 versus 5 retake here. It's a little scary for Mizzou, but Zella does get that heal from Sage. Back up to 100 HP. No shield, though. But Bladestorm's still online. Still's got all of those. And there's Simba, making sure that Panda's smokes fall real quick. But there's going to be the op coming right on back. And there's going to be that Bladestorm I was talking about, the dash. Gets him off of that angle. A nice dart here. Finds a couple. There's Zella able to find one. There's going to be the Hunter's Fury as well. Nobody's going to be able to find one as well. Looking for something, but Druff's going to be able to find Zella. The spike is going to be not defused just yet because it is stuck in the line of fire. And that is going to be another round here for Indiana, taking it to 10-12.
You got to take that. You got to really consider taking the timeout either here or this next round. MU very close in this defense. Both these teams don't want to exit this round with a loss. Oh, man.
Oh, man. And here we are, 10-12. Indiana playing for overtime here. Mizzou forced onto an eco round. They have got a hero rifle and a couple of sheriffs to work with.
We've seen him win these big eco rounds before.
We've seen him do it before.
Oh, he's ready.
Oh, but I think he got spotted out. But it doesn't matter. He's able to find one before Druff's able to find the trade.
1 for 1's not bad.
1 for 1. But there's the res that we're talking about. And now back online. Not online. The res won't be up for the next round, but the trades are coming out. Piggy finds one before getting taken down. 4 versus
Good chip.
2. Gets a little bit of damage. Needs to find more than just chip damage, though. If he wants to get this round, as Be Smooth finds nobody, and that's all up to Piggy. Hero play here,
Oh my God.
I guess. 1 versus 4.
Just gonna see what he can get, I guess.
Might as well see what you can get. It's just a sheriff that you have. Lets everyone know where he is. And Be Smooth finds him. On to the last round in regulation right now. 11-12. Now is where you take your timeout. Yeah. Now is where you take the timeout.
Weird.
And you plan for this last round.
Still waiting. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're waiting for Snow to give us the timeout there.
There it is.
11-12 between these two teams. Timeout coming out from Mizzou.
What else do we say? On the line here.
I mean, the Valorant speaks for itself.
Indiana here. It is all or nothing. You either go to OT or Mizzou win it and take it 2-1 on Icebox in this final map.
We usually see Mizzou in this situation having to come back and try to force OT. It's not something you usually see them up a couple rounds and they have to hold in.
Well, recently we've seen Mizzou just win 2-0.
Well, yeah, they just went 2-0. You play
games.
teams like KU twice in 2 weeks. I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, KU. They suck. They only won one. They only won Smash, and that was off because they had
the border clash was the border clash. Moving on beyond that, we're still here in CVAL, top 8, 12-11. Mizzou on defense, getting all the advice they can here from Snow during this timeout. Only about 5 seconds left here. Tensions are very high for both these teams. I don't think they could be higher.
Make or break here. This is where heroes are born. This is where legends are made. It's on this match
This
point.
is where you truly become Valorant.
Yes. This is where heroes shine. What are some other things that
I don't know. Corny.
I
I don't think we need some more corny
Legends
stuff.
never die.
Yeah, the Valorant speaking for itself here. These two teams playing out of their minds, trying to extend this series is IU. Mizzou trying to defend that, hoping for an early pick.
Oh, the shot doesn't land. There's going to be that null command. They're going to try and force the rotates here. But actually the play is going to be a B hit.
Interesting. The decoy.
It's a decoy, but I think Mizzou is onto it. I think they know that. This isn't actually going to be an A hit, as here comes the Hunter's Fury trying to find some damage. It finds a little bit, finds Anders. That's a huge pick. That's no smokes.
That's huge.
Viper offline, no resurrection available because they used it last round to make sure they were able to get that. And now Mizzou has the first blood. They have that first pick.
Just don't want to get picked off. Don't have something stupid happen.
IU is on the back foot.
Oh,
IU needs to find a play, needs to find a pick. That gets broken. No information. Dodges out. Spots out. Information finds the tag, but not able to find a kill. Piggy taken low, but has a heal.
It's going to take him a bit to heal up, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sage nerf here means only 30 HP, but at least it's something. So you're not 1 HP. You'll take 2 bullets instead of 1.
30 seconds left.
And both of these teams, 30 seconds remaining on this last round in regulation.
This is the
and
good
here
stuff.
comes the lockdown to make sure that they can't go B. The plan, I think, was to fake A and then go back to B, but they've just forced them off of it entirely. And Zilla finds the lurking B smooth in mid, and now it's all up. The 10 seconds remain. They have to go A. They have to get this spike down. It's not down yet. Spike has no time. That's game, Mizzou. Take it. Froggy gets the last thing, but it doesn't matter. They don't have the time. 11-13. Mizzou beat Indiana in map number 3. An incredible series for both of these teams.
Incredible series between these two.
But Mizzou are the victors here. Mizzou stay in the upper bracket to go to the top 4.
Oh my God. I don't think there's anything else to say. These two teams so close to each other. You could tell that both teams played their heart out. It does go in Mizzou's favor, as we see Piggy talking about in the post-game chat. Such a good series between these two. Both teams phenomenal. Shout out to IU for such an incredible series.
Absolutely incredible series. Both of these teams played their heart out. It's Mizzou sneaking away with it after losing map 1, bringing it back map 2. A little bit more of a dominating lead.
Yes.
And then this game, map 3, regulation, 11-13, 1 round away from overtime. And they were bringing it back.
They had leads and just barely at the end.
Yes, they had a lead. It was, 8-12 or something, and then they brought it back to 11-13. Well played on Indiana for bringing us such a good series. But Mizzou is the victors here. And I think we might have a little post-game interview here with one of the players. So if you want to stick around and watch that, don't go anywhere.
Let's go!
Welcome back, everybody. We're here for a post-game interview here with the man, the myth, the legend. It's Piggy. Devin, how's it going? How are you feeling after that very hard-fought win?
Yeah, that was stressful. I kind of wish it was more clean. Not 13-11 tight, but those are the best feeling when those tight games.
Yeah, I mean, I bet it's definitely an exciting feeling to be a very good team such as Indiana. I mean, they played their heart out. I guess we're just a little bit better.
Druff solos, and I really respect the IU team. They really brought a really good series all together.
We heard a lot about Druff soloing. I don't know if he really soloed as much as he could have this series. He's a very good player, we've heard, but I mean, maybe it was an off day for him.
Even LeBron James sometimes doesn't drop 30 points.
Yeah. Sometimes it's it's 30, sometimes it's 10. It really depends on the day. But I mean, how's the team feeling after a win like that?
No, we were all hyped. Like we got up, we were fist pumping each other. Like I feel like we need to ride that momentum we took out from that game, and in the first game we kind of started off slow. We kind of played scared. But we really came confident in the second map, and I think if we to play that way throughout the rest of CVAL, I think we really got this.
Yeah, the difference between Game 1 and Game 2. Yeah. Game 1, you started off a little bit scared. You started to get a little bit of momentum towards the end, and then just lost one unfortunate round. But Game 2, it really felt like you guys were just in control the whole time. One thing is, do you guys need to work on your pistol rounds? You only won one.
Yeah, there was one. I mean, yeah, we've been losing a lot of our pistols lately. So if we get that fixed, I think a lot of these games would be like blowouts.
Yeah, it'd be a lot closer. I mean, if you think about it.
That one on Lowe's, we had like a 3v1 too. And then,
the 3v1 pistol round, that was unfortunate.
I don't know. I whiffed so bad on that.
That was Druff, though.
That was Druff solos.
Druff solos in the 1v3 situations. But, I mean, you guys are top 4 now in the winner's bracket, at least for CVAL. I mean, you guys got to be hyped for the next matches, especially after coming off.
Yeah, it's a really big match, especially if we expect what Northwood is supposed to do. Like they haven't lost a map, so if they win their map and then we win ours, we qualify for the finals. So that'd be nice. But we just need to focus on what we need to fix on. Look at the VODs and go from there.
Yeah, and I think you got some good VODs to work with here today after these games. A lot of stuff to work on, but a lot of things that went well for you guys as well. Some very clutch plays from all of the members. And individually, you guys are incredible, but also as a team, you guys play very well together.
Yeah, we just got to ride this momentum into the next game and play like we're not scared. But there's nothing to lose. We're in upper bracket, so we lose and we go lowers. But this win is huge. But going to lowers right now would kind of suck.
Yeah, it'd be a little bit scary to go to lowers now, especially with all the good teams that are left.
With that being said, I do think Druff solos, and he runs the lower bracket.
Druff runs the lower bracket. Yeah. You guys see each other in finals again?
Yeah, I think we see a LeBron versus Steph Curry type beat.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see that, guys. But we'll have to watch these future games, and maybe we'll see an Indiana State versus us again in the future. But that's going to be it for tonight. Good games from everyone.
We will be on eFuse tomorrow at 3 CST. For our next CVAL match.
Oh, nice. So I guess check them out tomorrow on eFuse for that match.
Yes, sir.
But that's it for tonight. Watch them tomorrow if you guys want to keep watching this team play. They're an incredible team. They're super talented. But that's going to be it for us tonight.
Yeah.